to Ukraine. Not a lot, not a ton in some places, but for every square mile he has gained in the last 60 days, he has actually lost about 1.01 square miles. That means, though, that is crucial. That means that further conflict is making Putin's negotiating position weaker. So that is crucial. He now has an incentive because he believes he is at the peak of his leverage over Ukraine and over the West, who he believes is an essential part of this. And that, I think, is the biggest story here of all, is that, once again, President Donald Trump has proven that he has no conception, no theory about someone like Putin or about anyone, because he seems unable to conceive of the basic building blocks of how countries and their leaders think and advocate. Because again, if you know what Vladimir Putin considers winning, taking territory in his case, then you know that by taking less territory or losing territory, that will get him.
How much does taking territory actually matter to Putin? So I'll pause this for a second. How much does taking territory actually matter to Putin? It does matter to a certain extent. I think there's actually more to it than just territory, though.
Interesting creature. President Trump continually operated and operates on a bizarre series of assumptions that somehow flattery, aircraft flyovers, a meeting in Alaska, sanctions relief are all going to make Putin more likely to give concessions.
All this very, very odd behavior by Donald Trump will come to light. It'll come to light certainly after Putin's gone, more likely after Trump is gone. And then it'll come out that there was a lot of what Russians call kompromat, which we call, in the US, we call blackmail. That's what prompted a lot of Trump's decisions.
And negotiating.
And it may not have necessarily come from Russia. It could have come from, if Russia was smart, it would not have come from them. It would have come from someone else who is considered a little bit more friendly.
That has simply never been true. It has not been true a single time.
Hey, Tannerman.
Demonstrated
hey, Sean.
that he is willing to lie, that he is willing to cheat, that he is willing to backstab the United States, that he has no honesty because he has no need. Because again, to him, the more he demonstrates an ability to bully the United States, humiliate them, the stronger his position gets. Again, imagine you're in Ukraine and you watch one of your largest suppliers of military equipment drop out of the fight and then dance like a puppet for your adversary. That is politically strengthening Putin's position. And so, again, the fact is that President Trump fails epically to realize what actually extracts concessions in a negotiation.
So I don't think Trump's that stupid. I think he knows exactly what's going on. Well, one thing Trump is good at is trying to just demean anyone he wants to get something out of from them. But the interesting thing is he's not doing it with Russia. So that's what brings up all the compromise, or the fact that someone's really got something. It could be something like the Epstein files. And it could have been the Epstein files for like years.
And
there's even someone like Ehud Barak has been kind of implicated in all this. Going back, bringing out your history books.
Again, the incentive structure that a negotiated deal has better potential than continued warfare. The fact that he misunderstands this, the fact that, again, your local YouTuber called it like to the day Vladimir Putin sees further war degrades his position is the day he will negotiate. And here we are seeing.
Oh, that's even so. That assumes a lot of things. That assumes one, at the very least, that assumes Putin's still alive. And I'll show you a little thing here. Over the years, take a look at this. This is This is from Jason J. Smart. There's pictures of who the real Putin is, which is in this third line here. This is pictures of the real Putin from up to 2011. Because it's pretty widely known that the real Putin has body doubles, 2, 3, 4 body doubles. So this is the real Putin, confirmed before he became officially like president for life in 2012. And then you see what they call the square-faced sullen Putin. And so these are pictures of him, which obviously they look nothing like who is the real Putin on the third line. So that's the second line. There's also another quote-unquote body double, which is the round-faced bloated Putin, who you see a lot on TV. And like none of these people from the top two lines really looks like the person on the third line, who is the real Putin. Except I could say that on the second line, this one right here, that actually looks like the real Putin. So I don't know. Maybe the picture got included, but this guy right here actually looks like the real Putin. But they've done so much of an analysis of everything from how rounded the chin is to how the ears are, and yeah, they pretty much have said that there's at least two different Putins out there. Hey, Barry Allen. And then, of course, there's a few pictures of what they call the more masculine Putins, who's like, you look at this guy here, like the guy in the very bottom left. Maybe that's not him. And I think the second one, I can't tell if he's wearing a shirt, but that might be the one where he's on he's on a horse. But this is a history of Putin and what's going on with Putin. There's also like a report. Okay, yeah, I crashed again. God damn it! I don't even know where I crashed, so I don't know where I left off. Did you guys see? Let's see. Did you see the? Oh crap! Now I have to find the image. Did you guys see the thing I had up with all the Putins? Let's see if I can find it before I put that back up. But there is Yeah, like all these Putins. Damn. I hate Crash. I hate this computer. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Barry Allen. That I did. I was able to post. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So I was able to post this, which I found. Let's see. Present or invite, share screen, window, share. Okay, so I was able to get this far. Where the real Putin, you can see on the third line. Should I explain it again? Yeah, I'll just do it real quick. For anyone coming in. Yeah, this is these are actual pictures of the real Putin before he kind of went out of office. Medvedev took over, and then he came back to become president for life. But all the other ones, there's big doubts whether it's really the same guy as here. And honestly, like I wouldn't think that any of these guys on the first two lines, except for in the second line, the guy kind of like near the very right, he kind of looks like he could be the real Putin, but the other guys just don't. They don't look similar. So the real Putin may actually, and we'll probably find out in like 20 years from now, if Russia collapses and they join the like they kind of democratize, which who knows if that's going to happen. We may find out in like 20 years whether the real Putin, what year the real Putin died in, because even if the real Putin's alive right now, things are not looking good for him. The whole country is really not doing well. They're kind of struggling for cash. They've had to cash out so much gold to stay afloat. And not only do they cash out the gold in their rainy day fund, which is their it was like what's it called? There's actually a word for it. They set up like a rainy day fund many years ago, but they depleted all that. Now they actually have to sell gold from the central bank to stay afloat. Okay, so I posted let me post this. Boom. I know Sean the Prawn wanted to come on. But first to come on, they get an official hello, welcome. So let's see. What was I playing before I crashed? I think I played Paul there. Let's see what's going on here.
Matters. 9th of May, the most important day
in Russia. That actually, that does not look like the real Putin. If you look at this guy here, this guy actually looks very much like this guy. He looks like this guy. These two, well, these two are the same, but he kind of looks like that guy. So it may not even be the real Putin anymore.
Came and went, and it went absolutely terrible for Putin. It went about as good as a wet fart.
He's talking about. I do like this guy. He's one of my favorite. Pro-Ukrainian news feed guys.
Tried to suppress in the tight transport. Yet now both the sound, the splash, and the smell is coming out, and Putin is exposed for a weak leader that he is. So let's look into it and some other things that made it really bad for this failing dictator. Even before the parade, we
Ding, ding. Hello, welcome.
Hi, Ty Z. How you doing?
Hi. Better than every dead terrorist out there. I can't complain.
Yeah, there's not many of those at the moment.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got done our Mother's Day meal. You would look at and I sent you a picture, like a couple pictures of the food before. You would think that we had like 10 people over,
Yeah.
but we only had 2 people.
What?
Yeah, only 2 people.
For fuck's sake. I thought that was, I thought you were trying to compete with the Greeks with the amount of food.
Yeah, we had like 10 burgers, 8 hot dogs, and I think it was either 18 or 20 hot Italian sausages, just as the meats.
Yeah.
Those were, oh no, actually there's another meat. There was like some kind of chicken thing made too. Yeah, it was way over
Wow.
what would be needed for hosting 2 people over.
So it was 4 of you, was there? Or all together? Or
Yeah, pretty much.
that?
One of our
Yeah,
kind of
that's a
filtered in.
spread.
Pretty much 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Needless to say, they had a lot of leftovers.
Yeah. That's good. Well, you'll be right. As long as you, my aunt got diabetes, and she says she has to cut out all carbohydrates.
Well, no, that's not true. You need to
Really?
cut out. No, you need to cut out because carbohydrates come in a few forms. So it comes in. Let me tell you about the one form that it comes in that she does not need to cut out. It's called fiber. Fiber is a carbohydrate, but fiber does not have a significant impact to blood sugar.
Right.
So anything fiber, and within fiber, there's stuff called soluble fiber versus non-soluble fiber. But I'm just going to lump it together because fiber is just way different from other types of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's fine. She's fine as long as she sticks to the proper carbohydrate. And if she is, the other thing is, if she is going to eat carbohydrates like bread, like especially white bread, or have sugar, it's good to have fats with it because the fats will actually kind of commingle with the high glycemic index type carbohydrates, and it will create like a little bit slower of blood sugar, like a blood sugar impact.
Yeah, I recommended buckwheat flour. Is that a good one?
I don't eat it, so I actually don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But everything
So she's lost weight. I think she's not eating any carbohydrates. So that's
probably not healthy as well.
Yeah.
I would say having carbohydrates. I actually say this: if she doesn't understand the difference between different kinds of carbohydrates, that's the first problem in itself.
Yeah.
If she understands fibers versus non-fibers, that's good.
Yeah, I wish she was here. She would tell you straight up. She's a straight up talker like Manabit Oz.
Yeah.
She's like, fucking just tell me. That's like,
so if she enjoy eating like toast? Because toast comes from bread, which is typically okay. If she enjoys eating toast,
okay. So Ty, what's your typical diet for a day? What's your typical?
It's different. It depends what we have in the fridge.
Do you
But-
have well, breakfast should be the same, shouldn't it? Or
No, not at all. No, this is not at all. I don't even have breakfast foods for breakfast.
what do you
But
have for breakfast then?
Oh, it depends what's in the fridge.
All right.
Like I know what to eat, what not to eat. Now the problem for me is containing. I know pizza is not good. So, do I not have pizza, or can I limit myself to like one slice, which is way better than 3 slices?
Mm.
Like today, of all the stuff I made I think 20 Italian sausages, 8 hot dogs, and I think 10 burgers. I ate 1 burger. That's all I had the whole day, and I had it without the roll.
Oh,
I
that's
just had
good.
it with some mayo.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
And I have bananas for breakfast. I should get into having muesli with yogurt and fruit.
Muesli. Oh yeah, that's a cereal. It's not too common here, but I have heard of it.
It's oats. You you can get
Yeah.
baked
oats-
muesli or
Oats actually have a little bit of a they do have impact on blood sugar.
really.
They may be healthy, but they certainly have an impact on blood sugar. Yeah.
Right.
Even steel cut oats do.
Fresh oats or whatever you call them, raw oats or.
Mhm.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
bet going back to what year was it? I think it was around 2002 or 2003. I bet a guy who's never heard of oats before. He was like an Indian guy. I said, I don't think you could eat a half cup of oats in 10 minutes. Because steel cut oats, they're really, really hard to eat fast.
Yeah.
But he took me up on that bet. He actually won. But he won with, I don't know, literally 15 seconds left.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I knew at that point like how hard it is to eat steel cut oats.
How much did you give him?
Damn, it's going back. So I'm pretty sure it was a half cup, like a whole cup of oats. Could it have been a whole cup? Damn. I'm sorry. I don't remember whether it was either a half cup or a whole cup of oats.
And how much was the bet? You remember how much you lost
It
in
was
money?
either like 10 minutes, or it could have been 15. Damn. I wish I actually wrote it down. But
Yeah.
I do remember I planned it out. And I said, this will be really, really hard for him to do. And he did it, but it literally had just seconds left on the clock.
Yeah. And how much was his reward?
Oh, knowing how cheap I was, it might have been like a couple dollars.
Oh shit.
So it was totally worth it. Like a loss was a win.
Yeah.
Now, if it could have been streamed back in the day, I would have streamed it. But I think 2002, 2003, couldn't stream that stuff.
No, you couldn't at all. You had mobile phones were
Yeah, I don't
pre
think.
smartphones,
Yeah, I don't even think they were a thing.
Mm. Mm.
Like we had the analog phones.
Yeah. So mobile phones were a thing in 2001.
Yes, actually, no, we had mobile phones, the analog phones back in 1996. Because I do remember having a mobile phone in 1996. As far as I don't think the first iPhone came out until around 2006 or 7. So it was like 10 years after that. I don't know the exact date. I've never actually owned an iPhone, but I think the first iPhone came out right around then.
So I had the first time I went to Thailand in 2001. I had a Nokia 3310. Was that a phone in America?
Yeah, well, Nokia. So the brand, yeah, Nokia's. I don't know about that model. And back then, you would have been on either like a GSM network or I forget the other network, and they weren't so compatible. Like when you went to Thailand, they had a certain type of network, and you couldn't use the phones on the other network because they didn't have like the SIM cards you could easily replace.
No. It was everything all in one in the phone. Yeah.
Yeah, the SIM cards were not replaceable.
Yeah.
But it worked. What did it? So you had to get another phone, or you didn't have a phone at all?
I had a phone.
Did the phone work in Thailand?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky. Yeah, yeah. My first trip there in the '90s, like, had no phone.
Yeah. And people don't remember, like, it's all taken for granted now, but before, like 15 years ago, travel was really hard,
Yes. Oh, even in 2017, I had trouble because I didn't understand why. I brought my phone because I heard that you could bring your phone and get like a SIM card there. I brought my phone and whatever SIM cards they try putting in, it just wouldn't work. And that's when I found out about the whole network thing. Like if you're on some network, the phones only will work with that type of network. And Thailand didn't have that, so I had no phone when I was there in like 2017.
Wow. And
Then
where were you?
after that trip, I kind of learned about how things work, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So
Where were you in 2017? Where were you?
I was in Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah. Bangkok, Oriental City,
Bangkok.
the city you don't know.
Yeah. Bangkok. Good old Bangkok. Good old bangers. Yeah, I used to, like, because taxis are so cheap in Bangkok. I just catch a taxi everywhere.
I don't know. So here's my experience with taxis. And the experience probably has to do with what the laws and rules were at the time. At
You
one
just say
time,
meter. You just say meter. If they refuse to put it on, you don't hop in the cab.
yeah, but like if you're coming out of here's where they obviously they should do it, but they never do it. You come out of like Siam,
Hmm.
and there's a row of taxis there. They're just not going to use the meter there.
No. So what
So
you
you have
do
to catch
is you
them.
walk, 400 meters down the road,
Yeah. You catch them
cross the
in an
road,
opportune
and
place.
catch a taxi. Yeah.
Yeah, an opportune place and an opportune time. You can get them to use the meter, and all that means is you're getting charged. You're getting charged what you should get charged, but
Yeah.
they typically will try to maximize their profits. Can you blame them? I don't know. Maybe.
But there's so many taxis in Bangkok. You just seriously just walk. If you go to somewhere that's a big collection of Europeans and Americans, God love them.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
would say more Europeans. Like I say, there's even though America's population is 3 times more than UK, there's 3 times more UK people there than Americans.
really,
Yeah. I very rarely run into Americans lately.
yeah, there'd be a load of Australians in
Yeah.
Thailand
Yes,
because
absolutely.
it's so close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for us, it's a pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah, that's so close. Sorry,
It is.
I just went into the chat. MF Chris says he's eating dinner. He's eating dinner. That's exciting. Best time of the day. Yeah, you got something to snack on later when it becomes your dinner time, Tyzee. You can snack on those sausages and burgers.
Yeah, there's actually only one burger left.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, like who's coming in the house and taking the burgers and leaving them. Like, there was so much food, and there's one burger left. There's one hot dog left. Although I do have to admit, I did pack in anticipation of how popular the burgers would be. I did take 2 of the burgers, and I put it in a little container and put it in the fridge for my consumption tomorrow. So I did kind of trying to prepare for that. The only thing I had today was I had one burger, and I didn't even have the whole burger. I had like, I don't know, 3/4 of it.
That's not good. You gotta eat, Tyzee. You have to eat.
Oh, I eat plenty. Oh, if you see me, I eat plenty.
I got a friend who's not eating either, like, and it's a worry, And when my neighbor died, he wasn't eating,
Yeah, and I remember Steph was having issues. He wouldn't eat a lot of food.
No,
Yeah,
and he got
he got real skinny.
he lost all that weight, and you know what? I feel bad because I was saying to him, like about Steady Eddie. I contacted him about Steady Eddie dying, and who else died? Steady Eddie.
Yes,
There was someone else who died, and it was do you know Banana King?
I've heard of him.
Adrian, he's Australian.
He passed away too?
He passed away as well. So I contacted Steph about Banana King and about Eddie, and Steph was like, no comment, coming back. So I think Steph maybe thought that he was going to die before he died, Yeah. But yeah, the not eating thing is a big thing. Not eating, I've got a friend at the moment who's not eating. He's 70, and yeah, it's a worry, if they're not eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I put up a song in the chat, the line group. Do you think Steph would like this song? Do you know it? By Robert Palmer.
Oh, Addicted to Love?
Yeah.
Do I think he would like it? I don't know. I never heard him say that he was a Robert Palmer fan.
No, but I think he would have liked it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I got no idea, but like, just the film clip is so brilliant. And then
I remember that back in the 80s. Like, I think it came out
86.
Out in the 80s, right? It had to be like 85 to 87 because I kind of remember
86. Yeah, 86.
It was 86. Yeah, I kind of remember the video back in the MTV days.
Yeah, the good days.
Yes, that was a good time to check out music.
Yeah, there was as much as music is being made these days, when I
Oh,
look back,
I
yeah,
can't stand music these days.
there was so much different stuff going on then in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s.
Yeah.
And now it's all tap, tap, bing, bong, poop, pup. It's just shit.
Oh, I got something that might be right up your alley. We got a guitar today from from a relative who came over. It's a classical
Mm?
string guitar. I asked what it is. He said it's a Martin guitar, and it's not nylon. It's the
Still, yeah.
steel strings. And I'm trying to think. It was a certain brand of this Martin guitar. I think it starts with an S. I can't. Hold on. I'm trying to think what the actual kind of Martin guitar it was. It's kind of like a mid-range guitar. It's not like the fanciest, or it's not a low end and not the fanciest.
Is it an actual Martin guitar? Is it a
Yes, Martin. He said it was it's 40 years old, made in Japan. And let me get you what kind of Martin it was. I do remember it starts with an S, but I can't remember the name. Hold on.
I'm going to roll another number while Ty Z is inspecting the guitar. Let's roll another number, Sean. Here we go. We've got the filter, we've got the paper.
Nah, she doesn't remember. I do remember it starts with an S, but she doesn't remember what kind it was. It's kind of like a mid. Let's see. If I type it in here, 40-year-old Martin guitar.
Made in Japan. That's interesting. You know the Japanese, they don't fuck anything up.
Yes. Well, except for joining World War II, but that's about it.
Well, they didn't fuck that up.
I remember he definitely said it was not a D series, but I don't know what that means.
All right. Martin's a very expensive guitar, and they're famous, for their sound.
He says something like it's not the
F series, so maybe it's not a solid. Is it a solid wood top? That's the question.
Yeah.
It's a solid wood, yeah?
Yeah. But it was cheap at
Are you sure it's not plywood? If you get the guitar, you look in the hole of the guitar and you look at the top level surface. Is it plywood where it's got layers, or is it solid on the top? Because if it's solid, it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But Martin's a great guitar, so I'd love to get a Martin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he said it's probably worth like hundreds. It's not worth thousands. It's worth like hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah.
Yeah. But and I remember him saying it's not like I don't remember. He said something like some D number. He's like, no, it's not the D series, whatever that is. And
who gave it to you?
I couldn't even tell you what Martin is because I'm a bass player. So
who gave it to you? A relative, did they?
Yeah,
relative. Okay, so
and they've had it for 40 years.
4 years, okay. And
40. Almost 40.
You know what? Ty Z, that if you're good at maths, you're good at music.
I'm good at
And
math. I am not good at music. I am good at math though.
yeah, so you can take up music, and you got a great guitar now to do it on. You know, I'm
Well, I
gonna
like.
buy a guitar.
Oh, this is for my wife. Yeah, she said she wanted to learn how to play.
Oh wow, that's excellent.
Yeah,
That's
I'm all
fucking
for
awesome.
it. I enjoy the bass better.
Yeah, the bass is good. The bass is really good. Yeah, I like bass. I'm not really not a big fan of lead guitar unless it kind of adds to the song, you know, like.
Mm.
But yeah, bass guitar is great. I got a bass guitar. I got that sorted. You know,
Yeah, I remember you saying in the past, and I kind of want to trade it with you. You're like, oh, I wish I had a P bass, and I'm like, yeah, I wish I had a 4-string jazz bass.
yeah. What do you want to swap? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Mine's I got mine around
I'm
1998.
98. I think mine would be about a 2000 and let's go 2008,
Mhm.
2008 Mexican jazz
Yeah.
bass. I tell you what, it looks really cool, but the thing is, the neck is so thin at the top. It's kind of, and I've got thick fingers,
Mhm.
so it kind of doesn't really. Oh, that's why I'd love a precision better. You know, precision bass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been working away at music, so I'm gonna
Yeah, I
keep.
remember. I remember like a month ago, even going back a month ago, you were a little bit more inspired to write or create some
Yeah,
songs. That's great.
yes, I've got a few songs. I've got a few songs cooking at the moment. The latest one I thought was like, have you ever heard of an artist called Elliott Smith?
No.
He is a beautiful songwriter. Like he's amazing, but he had a tragic end to his life where he basically stabbed himself to death.
Ah, it's one thing to have an accident.
Yeah,
Did he accidentally stab himself?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay. But
yeah.
yeah, I would say
So yeah, so
I
he
would feel a
was.
little bit more sorry for him if he
Yeah,
accidentally stabbed
it's
himself.
no. So it's he was some messed up motherfucker. You know, like he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
really messed up. And so I've never been able to get over that. So when I listen to his music, I can't get over that fact of how he did that.
Yeah.
But I've started writing, so I've sort of been going. Oh, I think the guitar's in tune now. So you go. So he likes the E7. He likes to play that really wants you to keep listening a bit more, like going, what's going on here? You know.
Yeah, we got a tuner that came with it. Like it's a tuner that you actually apply to the very top of the guitar.
Yeah.
He explained to us the tuner, like it shows you if you're a little bit heavy some way, like it'll show you that the bars are there, so you have to kind of have to tune it a little bit this way to make it right in the middle. So and he explained it was like the E, E is the first note. Then
Yep.
it goes like I think it goes like every 3 notes after that. E,
Yeah, it's pretty much every three notes.
and then but at the very last note is also an E, which is either 1 or 2 octaves up.
What gives you 2 or 3?
No, I said it's either the very last note is also an E
Yeah.
of the last string. I said it's either 1 or 2 octaves up. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's 2 octaves, I think. Yeah. I could do.
I asked because of my knowledge of music. I said, "How long is it going to be before she's going to be able to play a ZZ Top song?" Which is, it's probably thought of as one of the easiest music songs to play because ZZ Top. Everything is 3 notes.
Well, yeah, well, exactly. Well, with the is that, does she like ZZ Top or?
No, right? No, but it's kind of like a joke in the music community. If you want to play popular music, just learn ZZ Top.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me someone loving. What's that song? Give me someone loving. And they were funny looking fat blokes, weren't they? For CZ Top.
Yeah.
With beards, weren't they?
Well, most of them have beards, except the one guy, obviously, who doesn't have a beard, and his name is Beard. That is the hypocrisy, the wonderful hypocrisy about ZZ Top.
So, do you know what? Your wife could learn the guitar. You could learn the piano, and you could play at every casino there is in Pennsylvania. Is that where you are, Pennsylvania? Or
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you could play every casino. You could play. Now I'm talking shit. You could do covers, but yeah, no, music is so good, Ty Z. You should get into it.
Oh, I love music. I listen to
That's
music.
kind of why. It's kind of why I'm not a big fan of chess. So as a kid, I liked it, but as an adult, it's too like it is creative, but it's not really broadly creative. Like it's creative within the rules of the game. Whereas I'm a bit of a space cadet.
So the use of the word creative is, I believe, it's irrelevant. So what it is if you figure out something, how much enjoyment do you get out of it? Now you can classify the word enjoyment into something that's physical. Like, is it a neurological type of enjoyment? Like, what do you call it when you like enjoy something like sex? I remember that many years ago.
Endorphins.
Yeah. Endorphins.
Yeah.
So it could be that type of enjoyment. Maybe some people in chess they get endorphins from solving something or doing something very
well. Yeah. It's like I do like, which is like chess, is crossword puzzles.
Okay.
Yeah. Like getting that's I like that. Like.
Do you get more endorphins when you solve like instead of a 5-letter horizontal push and get into an
No, see, I was playing there was a game on Facebook called I can't remember what it was called, but it was a game where you could play with all your friends all around the world and your family.
Okay.
And I was playing it with
was it crossword puzzle?
I think it's called. It doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't seem to exist anymore. I think it's called.
Was it Scrabble? Something like Scrabble?
Something friends or
Oh, Words with Friends.
Words with Friends.
Yeah. Actually, okay. Let me give you a history where I played Words with Friends many times.
Yeah.
And I think you could only play against one person. I don't think you can play with a bunch of people on the same board.
No, not on the same board. I was playing individual games, so I had about
Yes.
4
And
games at once. You know,
I do know. Yeah, I do know Words with Friends where I knew all the 2-letter words. I knew all the 3-letter words, and I knew about half of the 4-letter words.
Yeah, that's fun. That is fun, but you get a bit nasty, don't you? Because you're just playing.
Oh my god, my mom used to accuse me of cheating all the time.
She used to what?
She used to accuse me of cheating all the time, which is so funny.
Yeah.
All you have to do to win, you just have to memorize, like, against most people, just memorize all the 3-letter words.
Yeah.
Like QAT. Yeah, QAT is a word. But like you only have to memorize like a portion of the 4-letter words, and you don't have to come with some real complicated like thing.
Yeah.
Your vocabulary doesn't have to be that.
Yeah, so it doesn't really encourage creativity at all, does it? You know, it becomes a.
Well,
so I'm glad. Maybe I'm glad that I don't play that anymore, or it doesn't seem to exist anymore. My mum kept inviting me. I was playing with my mum and my aunt and someone else.
Yeah. I guess when you were playing with your mom, I was actually playing with my mom too. So it was over 10 years ago. She stopped playing with me after she accused me of cheating. Yeah, the guy, like the games didn't, for me, it didn't become very much fun. But I do know that all I had to do is like memorize all the 3-letter words, because all 3-letter words and a few 4-letter words, because that's where you just when you create a really small word, you don't give openings to your opponent.
No.
Where most people who just start and play, they're like, oh, let me create the longest word, which is one of the worst strategies you could have.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was playing that with my mum. I figured that out. And then then she figured it out, and
But yeah, Words with Friends, and I have played that. And I'm not like I'm probably very much the anti vocabulary person. Like all my strengths and efforts were in math and sciences, not English and vocabulary. But I do remember all I had to do was memorize like all the list of 2-3-letter words, which could be done in a couple weeks, and then just a few maybe half of the 4-letter words, which obviously there's a lot more 4-letter words.
Yeah. But the trick is when you, I mean, there still is a bit of skill in it. Is if you get a high, number letter, sorry, like, if you get a high number letter,
like
if you don't get rid of that, you're fucked. Like.
Well, if you don't get rid of it by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, typically it's not so hard.
What was it? Was it Q a 10? Was it or?
Yeah. There's two that were 10. I think it was like the hard letters were Z, Q, J, and X. I think they were the hard ones.
Yeah. And then there were words that it wouldn't accept, that Words with Friends wouldn't accept, which were actual words, which was really annoying.
I guess it depends on which dictionary, which official dictionary you're going by.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good times. Yeah.
It was good fun.
Like all the really good professional players, they would know not only all the 2-letter words, all the 3-letter words, all the 4-letter words. They would probably know half of the 5-letter words. and have a broad understanding of whatever just happened to pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I do. Yeah. I did like that game.
Yeah, it was good fun. Because it is words with strategy and, like, yeah. No, it's funny because, like, I spent my adolescence being science, logic, like, oh, but I was colorblind at chemistry. And then when I went to university, I went all artsy fartsy. So it was kind of, it's kind of a shift in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So now to get back to the scientific, mathematical, logical mind that I had is a bit of work. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm planning.
I'm glad we got to experience like one thing for sure. I could tell you played. You could tell I've played Words with Friends, which was very very popular. I don't even know if it's around now. Like it used to be its own kind of app and stuff.
Well, it was on Facebook. Did you use it on Facebook?
No, I did not use it on Facebook.
Mm.
Like I didn't even get into Facebook. Well, I'm still not into Facebook. I have an account, but I did not play Words with Friends on Facebook.
Yeah, that's where I was playing it.
I probably
Facebook.
got from the Play Store because Play Store is like it's a Android thing. It's like the Android version of the iPhones, whatever the iPhone thing is.
All right. Yeah, you're not into iPhones, are you?
No, I've never seen any reason.
Yeah.
Like iPhones is so much more restrictive.
Sure, you choose your path. Some people choose the high road. Some people choose the low road.
You know what? People choose whatever person gets them into this. That person will choose what the person who got them into it. So, if you're a person who's just new getting into it's if they're an Android, you're going to get an Android. If you're an iPhone, you're going to get an iPhone. That's just
well, see, I've switched. I've gone from iPhone to Android to iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not very faithful,
Yeah.
But I will.
Well, at least you've experienced for both, and you probably had a really bad Android. Your Android must have been really bad to go back to iPhone.
I had a note book with the pen.
Marilia pen?
Do you remember those? The ones that had the pen? You pull the pen out and you could do things on it. That's a fair while
was the
ago.
pen?
Samsung Note, I think it was called.
Was the pen connected with a wire or was it just
no wire?
No, those are still around. The ones without the wire, they're still around. Actually, I still have that. I brought it to Thailand.
The Note.
Yeah, I have a non-iPhone. I have it's like an Android thing, but it has a pen. The pen's not connected. All it is just a way to write, scribble.
Yeah, so you can graffiti all your own pictures,
Yeah, with the right app.
Like you could this picture behind you now. You can say "fuck you," I'm here, or something like that. In the pyramids,
But I mean, it's the device you're on. Like you can't, if you're on an Android device with that kind of pen, you can't just say you can't say it's an iPhone, or iPad. You can't do that.
No. It wasn't cheap when I got it. It wasn't cheap.
Yeah, it's still not cheap.
Really?
Yeah. These devices are still not cheap. Like I won't buy them.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't buy the one I used. My wife bought it. She bought it and she's like, "Oh, I like the iPad better. Let me get an iPad. So she got the iPad. I'm like, okay, can I put the other one to the graveyard? She said, yeah, sure. So I still have it to this day.
Wow. So she's an iPhone woman and you're a Android man in a just living just making it through the 21st century together.
Yeah.
She's an iPhone. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how. That's an interesting question. I wonder how popular that is when you have two people that actually embrace different technologies. I'm actually the only Android person here. Everyone else uses an iPhone because I think they just think they just like their lives very simple.
That's funny. Yeah. 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 The rest of my family here in Ireland is Google Pixel.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
so that's rare here. Choosing the Google.
But that was the coolest thing at school. So, you know, like I got a Google Pixel. So, and apparently iPhone's dated, you know, just, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so Ron's about to go to, have you been, you know, you saw that video of Pattaya Owl on Thailand Savage, did you? Or
I do know the chat, our chat. Oh,
yeah,
the community chat about Pattaya Owl, and some people were kind of like, "Oh, what does he do? He just posts the same thing all the time, and he just says "Sawadee Kop" all the time." And, I do remember that. I did not post anything about Pattaya Owl.
No, but there was a link to Thailand Savage who
Oh, okay. And I think we played that. Yeah, I think we played Thailand Savages.
No, we haven't played Thailand Savage on. We've played Thailand Savage, but not on Pattaya, on Owl. Not on the Owl. You haven't played it on the Owl. Hi guys, Sabadi Mai. Yeah.
I kind of like that. Like, hi guys.
All of his shots that he takes of him walking, you know, like it's so easy to take the piss out of him. Like if you yeah.
Ding,
Just
ding.
that he takes so many shots of him walking.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, Chris.
What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing?
Hey,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Doing better than all the dead terrorists out there.
What should I say? Shawadi wadi. Shawadi wadi.
Shawadi wadi. Did you get that right, Chris? Or
I don't know what it means, but I thought it was funny. If it's an English thing, I didn't get it.
There was a British band called Shawadi Wadi.
Okay, I got it now. All right, I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
So
can you put it in the chat and spell it correctly so that I can find it, and I'll go listen to some tunes. I guess. I'll have a look.
I'll put it in the private chat. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Pattaya Owl, like when he got started, it was cool because, like, I guess when new YouTubers start out and then they do Thailand, if you find them, for me personally, it like reminds me of my first trips to Thailand or my first ever or second ever trip. Like that feeling. And you like to hear people how they talk about it, regardless if it's in the red light district or if it's in Bangkok or out in the countryside, it doesn't matter. Like that feeling of being in Thailand for the first time and experiencing things, the smells, the sounds, the pace of, it's different. Every country is different. But Thailand's a special place, at least for me.
That's what the streamers should be doing is or the vloggers should be doing is like going, My God, it's hot here. I'm sweating, and I can smell the smells that I'm smelling. They smell like basil. They smell like piss.
Yeah,
Like,
you have that too. That's right.
yeah, especially in Bangkok. My God, the smells in Bangkok. You're going.
Yeah, especially on some
That
roads.
smells
Yeah,
like a baby's
yeah.
poo. Yeah.
On some roads. Oh, the smells are awful.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think, look, for me personally, I think I noticed it this week because I've unsubscribed to a few that I follow just for shits and giggles, I guess, to see what they get up to. Is like more car crash stuff than anything else. Um, and everybody's got their favorites that they like to watch. I understand that, but it's like people trying to. I guess maybe when you start, like they go on their like fifth trip or whatever, and you're like, yeah, dude, but you're doing the same thing. And it took me like about 4 trips. And yeah, I went to Pattaya. I enjoyed the red light district. I had lots of fun. And then I was sitting there on my fourth trip, and I'm like, man, this is like rinse and repeat. I mean, I'm in this country. Like, where can I go? What can I do?
Mm.
And I went to. I think they still have flights, but I don't think it's Air Asia. I think it's a different airline. But I went to Chiang Mai for like 5 days or 6 days, and it absolutely blew me away. The difference between Bangkok, Pattaya, and then you go to a place like Chiang Mai. It,
Completely
it,
different place. Yeah,
it blew me away. And
yeah.
from that trip on, I still go to Pattaya. I have, well, some friends have passed away, sadly, that I've met over the years, but I still go to Pattaya. I still enjoy it. I don't enjoy it like I did, whatever, 15 years ago. I have a different modus operandi when I'm in Pattaya compared to most people who go there just to get, hammered for 2 weeks.
But
I don't.
Chris, you can get that show in Chiang Mai if you look for it.
Oh no, I've been on Crow, or
You can
whatever it
get
is,
the
bro.
same. You can get the same deal with girls in Chiang
Yeah,
Mai.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I understand.
let me interrupt for a second because of all the cities, and I like it. Actually, I like it so cold that Thailand doesn't offer. The one city I think I would enjoy, well, I should say the two cities, is either Chiang Rai or Chiang Mai because they're so far up north. But I've never had the interest in just going there because it's just I'd be alone, like no one to share the experience with. But those are the two cities. Probably more Chiang Mai because it's bigger than Chiang Rai. That I
Well,
would
look,
like. I would like the most.
I don't want to bore everybody to death, but I'll just do like the quick synopsis of my trip. So what I did is I flew there. We landed I took a girl with me. We landed at like just before the Sunday market, which is in the old city. My guest house slash hotel or boutique hotel was 50 yards from one of those main roads of the thing. We got there just before or just after the that night market opened. That special where they closed the main roads. It goes north, south, east, west. The big main roads that go through the old city. And we took a shower, changed, and walked. And it was amazing. Then we talked to the hotel before we left, and I said, "Hey, tomorrow I'd like to do like a tour of the city or whatever. Do you want to do an or like they help with everything? It's so easy. Private tour, this tour." I said private 5 temple tour. The driver was so cool. I talked to him. I said, "Look, I want to go to the Blue Temple." He goes, "Yeah." He showed me like all the things that he can do. I was like, "I don't want to do this. Don't want to do this." He goes, "Look, we'll do this, 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 and this." And we went all the way up to the Golden Triangle, the Blue Temple, the White Temple, the Nine-Tier Temple, the Clock Tower in Chiang Rai. It's not that far. It's like 100 kilometers. It's not, well, to get to Chiang Rai, to get to the Golden Triangle and like the Opium Museum
Did you
and all
see the
that
neck
stuff.
people? The neck people with the
No,
rings?
we didn't do that because we left at like 5:30 in the morning, and we got back at. Oh, and we went to Singha Park, which is in Chiang Rai, which is also awesome. We didn't stay long, but there's an event there that happens around Valentine's Day every year where they have the hot air balloon festival. I want to go to
Mm.
that. I actually sent a friend of mine there, and he said,
Yeah.
he said, "Thanks for sending me. You gave me a great idea. I went up there. You need to go. You saw it on some. I saw it on some post somewhere, like on Facebook." And then I was like, "Yeah, I've seen that. And you're there. Why don't you just go up there?" And he goes, "Wow." He said, "Wow." He sent me a video. He said, "Man, it was like the atmosphere. It's like you can't ride in the balloons, but just the atmosphere of them filling them up and how many there are and whatever."
Yeah.
Anyway, but dude, yeah, I understand. Then go with your wife, man. Taizi, just go with your wife.
Oh,
Go.
yeah. So half of the problem is saying go with your wife. Like she, of all the places she would want to go, I think Thailand is probably not in the top 10.
Okay, but
It's certainly not.
but
in the
I
top,
remember the
I don't even
I
think it's in
remember
the top
the
10.
Latin. I was there when they had the Latin festival when they let the air balloons up. Is that
right
the same thing you're talking about, Chris? Or when
in
they
Chiang Rai, yes, I think they
in
have.
Chiang Mai, I was there when they had they burn a candle in a balloon and it goes,
Oh,
but there were
that's
Oh, that's a whole festival.
Loy Krathong. That's Loy Krathong. That's Loy
hundreds of
Krathong.
them, hundreds of
Yeah,
them.
they're
Yeah.
banned now. I think they're banned now in Thailand. They had too
I'm
many
not
house fires.
yeah, I'm not
But
surprised
yeah,
with that at all.
but um, Taisi, even if you go by yourself, the only thing because okay, the old city in Chiang Mai, okay, maybe you need 2 3 days. What I'll tell you also, like music wise, like there's the former king. He used to play saxophone, and I think he released a jazz record, and he loved jazz. There's jazz clubs there that are like I went to one. It was awesome. I went to one night, and I mean, there's no girls or anything. It's just a jazz. If you like jazz, some people don't, but I'm just saying there's enough in the old city where you can walk or take a boat or whatever, and to see all of the sights. Just book a private car to take you
Yeah.
up to Chiang Rai, show you the temples, and go have a look, man. It's beautiful.
Was
It's
he
beautiful.
the two
was
things,
he inspired by Bill Clinton to play saxophone? Do you think, or
I don't think so. I think he started playing a musical instrument before Bill Clinton was born. Honestly, I do.
yeah, the two things I'm hesitant about going up to Chiang Mai, which I think is of all the places on the planet, I think that would be the perfect place for me. But the two things that kind of concern me is one going there alone, not being able to enjoy it because I'm just there alone. Number two, when I go like in January, February, it's like the burning season, and the air quality I've heard isn't so good
Look,
at that time.
January,
Those are probably the two biggest issues.
February, it starts getting bad, but
Yeah.
it's like March, April where it's the worst.
Okay.
When I went, it was October. It was still sort of rainy season. And we got lucky when we were in the car. It was raining, and when we weren't, it wasn't. It was pretty
And
good.
when I'm there, yeah. So when I'm there in like January and February, like I go, I don't know, I'll go to different bars and stuff, and I'll meet different people. I don't have to worry about. Pattaya is a very popular place. I don't have to worry about where they're from. If they're friendly, they're friendly. And
Okay.
one thing I kind of worry with like going to a smaller city is everything's going to be kind of boring, closed off. Not going to be able to meet or talk to anyone.
That's not true. Not in Chiang Mai. Not anywhere really in Thailand. If you're an outgoing person, look, I'm not outgoing. When I went on my southern road trip, with my friend from Hua Hin, he's an outgoing guy. He'll talk to everybody. I'm normally to myself. He'll go up to talk to people, and we met one German guy. Had a great afternoon and lunch with him. We met like the Thai family. They shared all of their food with us on the table. And he's like a teddy bear kind of guy. He's about 10 years older than me, but like he's cuddly. So all of the older Thai women, they all want to take pictures with him.
wow?
So it's so funny. And he's like, "Chris, you got to come over. You got to come over." I was like, "What? You got to take pictures of you again with hot, attractive, middle-aged Thai women?" He goes, "Yes, I'm sorry." It's so much fun, man. So yeah, okay. I went with my friend. Okay, to Southern Thailand. Um, you could definitely do it alone. I have okay. I've traveled a lot of places. I've been very fortunate to travel a lot of places in Thailand. I would go anywhere alone. I'm not scared to do that. And like the size of the old city, and if you're like close to the center of the old city, if you're there for 3 days just to check it out, and maybe one day you take like a tour to go see some of the famous sites or whatever, you're not really missing. I don't think you'd miss that much in Pattaya, and I think you'd have a good time. I understand where you're coming from. If I
Yeah.
were there, I'd take you. If I were there, I'd take you, man.
Yes, and if our paths do cross, you are certainly the one person I would absolutely go with.
You've got Koh Samui and Phuket as well, Taizee. I mean, that's
Phuket.
very romantic. Very romantic.
Phuket is generally like really hot. It's hot. When it's 60 degrees, I'm happy. When it's 70, I start to get a little bit hot. When it's 75,
What year are we talking? Like I was there.
well,
I was there in like December, January, February, somewhere around then, and it was good weather. It was beautiful, and
January is a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We still have many months and many trips.
I was there with a girlfriend, but like even then there were prominent girly bars in Phuket, like all over the shop.
Yeah, I would expect girly bars everywhere.
In Thailand, yeah.
And Phuket.
For me, I think Sean is absolutely correct. Like anywhere from like the last 2 weeks in October where it can still rain until about the end of February or the middle of February, temperatures all in Thailand are moderate compared to what they are now.
Yeah.
Like much more moderate. And at least at night it gets like around 23, 24 degrees, depending on where you are. Yeah. So I don't think that's a big issue. Did you crash, Taizee?
No, I'm still here. I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, even in February, the difference in temperature between Chiang Mai and Phuket, I would think that's probably 12 to 14 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe 6 degrees Celsius.
I'm talking about like the average for that location. At night in Chiang Mai in like January, it's cold. It can get like 10 degrees
and
Celsius.
I like the cold. Yeah. I've heard it goes down to like 15. Yeah, something like that. I do like the cold.
I've been up on the mountain in Korat, like before you go down to Nakhon Ratchasima City, like you go through like the right side of Khao Yai National Park. I think there's another national park like up in there. And I've stayed in the village there in February, and at night it was 14 degrees. At night, we needed like big ass blankets. We needed big ass blankets. But in the summertime now, it's like 40 degrees.
Wait, 40? 40?
In the summer, yeah.
Oh, not good. Yeah. Oh, not good.
Yep. So.
Damn it. As Steph would say, damn it.
Have you?
Yeah, you would
go
say
ahead,
that. What was I going to say?
Yeah, but I have actually researched what the different places in Thailand was, and I said, "Oh wow, Chiang Mai looks really, really good because it does get really, really cold there in January."
Yeah, Chiang Mai. So, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sorry, I went blank. The train between Bangkok and Chiang Mai is great. The sleeper, the overnight sleeper, is really good fun. You can get, if you go second class, you get a bed, and you get, it's not like, it's kind of like being in a dorm, but you get some sleep, and then it has the bar carriage and you can smoke and drink all you want in that bar carriage. It's brilliant.
Is a trip once the train starts? I'm assuming it's direct flight, like it doesn't stop anywhere. So is it like 12 hours?
It stops. Like it's
Okay.
an express
Every
train.
every
It's an,
stop, yeah, every stop, yeah.
no,
Oh,
no, it's an. They have
not
express
everyone.
trains. No, they don't. Not everyone, but like major, whatever
Yeah,
major
major.
points that they
Yeah,
have.
yeah, major. Yeah, stations. That. Yeah,
Like it'll probably stop
yeah.
in Lampang, Lamphun, Ayutthaya, Pitsanalok, maybe. I don't know, like Nakhon Sawan. I don't know what route they take, but like places like that. But not like not every village stop.
I caught that train with friends who are a couple, Irish couple, and it was just we went to the restaurant carriage. And it was just hilarious. It was run by ladyboys. It was so funny, and they were just hilarious. Like they were just fucking gas, Like it was good fun, and you could drink whatever you wanted to drink, and smoke, smoke cigarettes, and it was a party on a train.
Yeah,
Really
maybe.
good.
So this next trip coming up, I think we think it's almost 10 people that are going to meet up with us in February of next year, 2027. Well, we'll assume that the fuel prices on planes are not going to get too out of whack. We are running out of our jet fuel, so there might be some pain, but we'll assume that maybe a third are still going to make it. So there's probably going to be 3 or 4 of us still going. But this will be in Lake Pattaya.
Mm.
But maybe the year after that, maybe we could do a trip to Chiang Mai, which I still think I would enjoy more. Just based on the weather, I would enjoy it more than almost every other city.
It's very beautiful, like it's a very beautiful, with the moat and the walls, Chris. Do you remember the moat and the walls around the city? And yeah, it's
And they have a gym there, like a gym with a lot of weights, so I could stand outside the gym and pretend I'm doing weights.
or you could wait outside the gyms.
Yep. And just flex right in front of the door and show people how.
I'll just flex.
Like that SNL skit.
Much like I did with Cheap Charlie when I showed him what's the secret to my success. I showed him this piece of equipment.
Yeah. It's a dick extender. That's what it is, isn't it?
You could use every single finger here.
The more you pump, the longer your dick gets.
Oh, man. I showed him this. I said, this is the secret to my success.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah.
I even gave it to him to try. He was impressed. He's like, oh, yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cheap Charlie's killing it on Kick right now.
That's good. I'm glad he's finally getting a venue because he has been trying hard enough. But
let's not get into this discussion.
Well, if I would say this, if he discovered Kick 2 years ago, he would have and discovered how much more Kick would pay. He would have immediately transitioned to Kick and not gone to any other countries. He would have immediately done that. And I was totally wrong about Cheap Charlie. I thought, and I at some point I should probably apologize to Cheap Charlie for this because I thought that there is no way that someone who claims that they only have like $1,000, $2,000 to their name would be traveling country to country like this. I'm like, there is just no fucking way you could do that. But
well, look, I have my own opinion about that. But
yeah,
look, he has certain people who over the last whatever, I guess, I don't know. I even spoke about him when I was living in Pattaya. The gentleman had passed away The German guy. I think he wrote 2 or 3 books about Thailand.
Oh,
and I think
the German guy
one
had
about
passed away.
Thailand.
Was that by the way? Was that
That
Ali?
was the. Yep.
Was his name
No,
Ali?
Uli.
Oli.
Ulrich.
Yeah. I do
Ulrich.
remember. I talked to Oli. I talked to him. I didn't talk to him in person, but I did talk to him on chat.
But he was like, I spent an evening with him. He came to like a meetup night where I was there, and then very nice gentleman, very
I do remember.
very
Oli.
reserved
Yeah.
and very knowledgeable and down to earth, and and we spoke about Cheap Charlie and that they were friends and stuff, and it is
Okay.
what it is. I
Yeah,
guess.
we have.
With,
For most people that's even tuned on now, not that there's a lot of people on the stream, but Oli is actually someone that almost everyone who's been with the chat for 5 years, they would know Oli.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't. He told me about his YouTube channel, and then I basically, with the YouTube channel that I had at that time, it was this one. It was this one, Barry Allen. I've changed names. I haven't changed the channel, so I could comment on his videos and stuff. But we never met up after that. I don't know why. Oh, actually, I do know why, because I had to leave Thailand to come back home to take care of things, private matters. But yeah, so great guy,
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember.
Unfortunate circumstances, and just sad, but okay. With Cheap Charlie, he's got like a certain set of people that have contributed to him very generously. So you're talking about like the $1,000 a month. You got to see what percentage where something comes from. I mean, right? So
yes.
But I hope, and I'm not saying it's wrong for those people to do that, and I'm not saying it's wrong for what Cheap Charlie's doing, but I personally don't think he could maintain what he did for so long without like maybe 5-6 people who really do appreciate what he does or enjoy what he does, and that's fine. That's 100% okay. But if they weren't there, I don't think he would have to do something else, like find another way to attract people to support him rather than what he was doing, in my opinion. But
yes.
I'm not saying he doesn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say he might have gotten 100 people over the past year to contribute to him, but it is the top 6 or 7 that contribute, not 50%. They probably contribute 80% to what he's gotten to allow him to do that. I do.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly my opinion. However, if you look at the Kick thing, and I just did some basic math, I mean, he's doing very well. He's doing better there than he does on YouTube in terms of right now financially. I mean, that has to be like in terms of the variety of people who are contributing. Let's put it that way. Like the sheer amount of people that aren't in those top 6, 7, top 10 donators or contributors. I wouldn't even say donators. People contribute, and that's a good thing. That's a good.
It is good. Yeah, and Kick has a different payout kind of
thing.
And
regardless of
you get the more consistent payout from Kick. Plus, you get subscribers that are on Kick that were not on YouTube that are joining now.
Well, look, and I think based on he made the effort to check it out. It was well received, right? And it also gave him, I think he was like in a little bit of a lull at times, not all the time, but at times. I think it's given him a good boost.
I agree.
In motivation and more power to him. Sometimes there's things where we all don't agree with him, but that's okay. He went to an awesome restaurant, I think, today, Momoroi, which is in at the end of the Nakua part. I'm taking you there when our paths cross,
Mhm.
because you said
Nakua-
you don't
So
like
Nakua, like
seafood.
North Pattaya,
Yeah,
the North
right,
Pattaya.
right,
area.
right. Mm, you said you didn't like seafood that much. That's for me, one of the
Oh,
better
well,
places. I'm sure
um,
there's other places, but it was funny that he went there and then he opened the menu. He goes, "Oh, in 2020, it was all like half the price." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's inflation, Charlie.
yeah,
That's that,
2000.
that's how it works. 16 years is a long time.
Hmm.
Oh, 6 years. He said 2020 or 2010. I don't know what he said. I think he
Yeah,
said
I mean,
2010.
2000.
Whatever.
Yeah, I went to a street vendor when I was last there. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get some. I saw the street vendor cooking up like, pad thai. They do the pad thai thing. I was like, pad thai with chicken, and I thought it would be like 50 or 60 baht. It was 80 baht, which still isn't bad. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember
Do you
paying
like
80 baht before for pad thai.
Do you like pad thai? Do you like
Yeah.
pad thai?
I do.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have it like once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon.
That was the only time I've had it there. This last trip. I was
Okay.
actually going. They had the thing set up right next to a 7-Eleven. I was going to go in 7-Eleven. I saw all these people standing in line for this. Obviously, this vendor that was just there creating whatever it was, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty popular. And so I was like, she must do this like all the time, so it must be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
it was decent.
I think we got a little sidetracked. What else did you want to say about the owl, Sean Shawadi Wadi? We got sidetracked and went to Chiang Mai.
Yeah. He's a great guy, isn't he? He's a good guy. He's a good lad.
I don't think he has a bad. I don't think he has a bad bone in his body. To be fair, so
I think he has arrogance.
yeah. I was gonna say something similar to you when we're talking about how I like to watch people with their like first time in Thailand, second time in Thailand. It like sort of it's maybe like his reception.
Maybe the better way of saying that, I think he has ambition. I think he has ambition. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think that it's not that it seems forced, but it seems like when you double down, but it's obvious that you're doubling down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than like try to make it a little, it doesn't seem as natural as it was in the beginning. Let's put it that way. That's all I'll say. But okay.
I don't think he's authentic.
Yeah, that's basically what I
I
was
don't
trying
know,
to say.
like it's interesting, with watching, critiques like Thailand Savage and everything like that. When someone has authenticity, they're kind of rock solid. I don't think I don't, I know Ty Z. I remember when you were going to meet him and you went and met him and you were there way early to meet him and everything like that. And then, yeah, and everything like that. But he's basically, what people have said is that he's basically stolen off Steady Eddie. Do you remember Steady Eddie, Chris? Or
Yeah, I used to like his vlogs because it was like, um, I thought it was what I liked about him is whatever he was a cab driver or if he was just doing things, working 6 months really hard, and then traveling for 3 months and then resting in the UK for 1 month. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was awesome.
He's a straight talker. He was a straight talker. You could argue with him, but he was a straight talker. Whereas and Eddie was doing his vlogs and everything like that, and so what Eddie did was he patented, lines like, you know, I've got a sneaky feeling and things like that.
Mhm.
Whereas, so like he'd yeah, they were part of his. They were catchphrase part of his videos and vlogs and everything like that.
Yep.
Whereas I think with Pattaya Al, I think he's not intuitive or what's the word? I don't think he's, I suppose, organic in the sense that he's come up with these lines as a result of enjoying something. I think Pattaya Al has sat back there and said, what could I say that would be a catchphrase?
Yeah.
Whereas Eddie's done a stream and gone, and you know, the same with your man Jeff Carter. You know, like, you know, when Jeff goes beep beep, and shit like that. You know, like it's something that's come up as a result and just trying to be funny. Whereas I think Al is too cerebral. I don't think he's funny. I like funny people. I think funny people are funny. Jeff Carter's funny. But Ty Al is like a
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I said, I agree with you. It seems like his earlier stuff was a little bit more natural. You could see that, you know, he wasn't sure, like wouldn't say sure. He's just experiencing things for the first time. Now all of a sudden he's like Mr. Pattaya, which is fine.
Yeah.
But um yeah, like his last vlog, you know, it was just a talking head. It was all about him and not where what he did.
A lot of
Um
his are just all about him. Like the flight refund. How many videos did he milk out of that? The flight refund.
yeah, well,
He
that's
must
true.
have milked. He must have milked about 4 vlogs about not getting refunded his flight. You know,
Yeah.
like,
No, but also like his attitude to like I don't know what he does for a profession or you know if he's in customer service or whatever
he's a
and maybe that's
salesman.
why maybe that's why he's a little bit um maybe he doesn't have that much experience I guess it's like I'm never using booking.com again. I'm never using that airline again. They have old planes. Well, they put you in an old plane. I'm sure they have new ones too. Once you look how big their fleet is and how modern their fleet is. Um, the most important thing, oh, the entertainment. Yeah, I could care less. I load up my iPad with movies like that are more recent or series, and I watch that. You know, on noise canceling headphones in economy. And I prefer to do that than to sit there with whatever headphones they give you, where you can't even hear anything. Basically, most of the time, regardless of how new the plane is in economy. Um, like it's things like that where it's just like, dude, like, is this your first time away from home or what? Yeah,
Yeah.
things take time when you give people money, they don't want to give it back so easily. That's the way it works. The whole travel industry, basically, regardless if it's booking or the airlines or whatever, you got to read the fine print. You got to know your rights, and then you got to stick at it. And he did, and he got his money back. So what's the big problem? Yeah, it took maybe 2-3 months, but sadly, that's not just for him. That's for everybody. In my experience, I mean, it's
Yeah,
happened to me too.
Yeah,
But I
I
wouldn't
agree.
go on YouTube. You know,
I never
sorry.
actually. I got to say, I'm a bit ignorant because I never actually delved into or watched those vlogs. But just going from the catchphrases he was saying, there were so many about the refund. It was just ridiculous. You know, like it's just
Yeah,
over the top.
and and he's very like he totally like when something doesn't go the way he wants, it just seems he throws everything at the ground. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Not giving them custom. Yeah, that's fine.
He
That's
was never
fine.
going to Pattaya again. Remember that?
No, I actually don't. I mean, I've unsubscribed to him because okay, I watched his last vlog. It was in my feed, but like I just the whole
He was saying
I,
he's quit going to Pattaya. Like he made a whole
Yeah, he
series
had.
out of it.
Well, part of it was he just got sick. part of the time. Like, and now he's like, oh, I don't think I'm coming here again.
Well, it was also because he was, I guess, somebody put him in a headlock, and the guy who called him a mug, and the other guy who
Yeah,
yelled at them for standing in
I
the middle of the
totally
road. But the
apologize.
guy,
Yeah,
but
I
but but
apologize
but
for
the,
putting him in a headlock. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's Ozzy. But you're a tough guy.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. Hey, you know
that's
how
what goes hand in hand with being a tough guy, Tozy.
I posted something on his chat, and he didn't
In
give me a
fact, you're
thumbs
not
up.
just a tough guy. You're a hard man. That's
Yeah,
what you are. You're a hard
I
man.
just had to do that.
Yeah.
look, I've been to Thailand. I've had conjunctivitis. I had a patch over my eye for a week. Dude,
Only
things
one eye.
happen.
Okay.
Yeah, only one.
Only one eye. Oh, only one eye is good. You'll still be known as a pirate there. You can still do a lot
Right.
of
I did
Yeah.
look like a pirate. I did look like a pirate. But
Did
the
it
thing
stop
is,
you?
look,
Did it stop you from getting SMS OTG?
what's this SMS OTG? Oh,
single man side.
no,
Single man
actually,
side of the game.
actually,
You got more.
actually, I had a young lady see it, and she goes, "Don't touch your face." Looked at my eye, took me to the clinic. Clinic, they gave us, the gel crap and whatever. And she came every day to check on the eye and to put stuff. Every day she came to make sure I was
Every
okay.
day she came and rubbed it in her just to piss off Toronto Brad, who came a week later.
Yeah, no, I can't confirm or deny with Toronto Brad, but she did take very good care of me, and yeah, that's the way it was. And look, and it turned out like a negative experience. Getting sick on vacation turned out to be very positive. It's all how you look at it and how you feel about it. He was just crying the whole time.
You'd have to use bottled water on the conjunctivitis, wouldn't you?
I had eye wash stuff, whatever, with saline solution, whatever it is.
All right.
It's one of
And
the
then
few times a doctor says it's positive, and you're like, oh crap, that's not good.
Anyway,
It's not pink eye, it's conjunctivitis.
well, isn't that like the same thing? Isn't one viral and the other bacterial? I don't know. I had one of the two. I don't remember.
Well, I
Yes, I-
think actually conjunctivitis could be either viral or
Oh,
bacterial.
okay.
And you always hope
Okay.
it's bacterial because that's easily treatable.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I could ask you if she sat on your face, but I wouldn't do that.
Look. I'm no. I got it from somewhere. All right, and I don't think it was her. I don't think it was her, but I got it from somewhere, and I'm not stupid, so I know.
Yeah. You should never stick your finger up their ass and then scratch your eye. Yeah.
No. Don't go that far. Don't go that far. Don't go that far. But yeah, I understand. Do you follow that guy Darren John, or have you ever seen any of his stuff?
No, I just see the videos in in Thailand Savage, and I don't really follow them.
Well,
No,
I followed him for a while, and he had pink eye as well. And I was like, oh, I wonder where he got that from. Because he doesn't do nightlife videos either. So I was like, oh, you got pink eye. Oh yeah. Anyway,
yeah. So I just know from Thailand Savage, he does sound like that when he says, "Hi everyone, Darren John here." I do know that from his videos. Like he just sounds like that, but there's a load of hate towards him.
Well, look, some of the things that Thailand Savage is a little bit over the top, I think, but I think he doubled down on Mac TV. I thought that was a bit harsh, but whatever, it's out there. He does my favorite. Okay, I'm saying you know who he does really well because you follow him. But my favorite impersonation of his is of Everything Pattaya.
Yeah.
When he went to the hotel, like where I almost lost my shit, and I couldn't. I almost almost threw the iPad when he went. He did the spoof on the hotel review thing, and
Yeah.
then when he went into the toilet, he went into his own toilet with the mic, and you could hear like the echo. I was like, oh my god, that's so awesome that he thought about doing that. That's
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
And the imitation or the impersonation was on point. It was,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's my favorite of his. Yeah. Yeah.
so anyway,
Fuck off, you predator. Are you from Fresh? Fuck you. Fuck off.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
absolutely awesome. Yeah, I guess the
What
only
else
person
would
who
you
likes
say?
him is Welsh Boy Webby, but I think Welsh Boy Webby is doing that for damage control, or at least to show that he he doesn't. Well, I don't think Webby cares about anything anybody says about him anyway. But at least he wrote in the comments or whatever, and I think he mentioned him on a live stream or something. There's like a clip there, so yeah, why not? Other people are
Yeah.
trying to get things taken down, and Webby's like, just have at it, just do what you want. I don't care.
I think he finds it funny as well. You know, like it is funny. He's very funny.
Yeah,
What do you think of the what do you think of the flogging a dead horse impersonation?
he had the little cackle, the little laugh that he does. 100% down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the flogging the dead horse guy is just that guy's just creepy.
Mm.
He's like, he- look, when Charlie goes on one of his things and he talks about history and things that he knows and whatever, fine. We all know that's Charlie. You got to go fact check. But, when Vlogging a Dead Horse walks around, he's like, oh, this is this, and I know this, and these people do this. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't know any of that. Shut up. You know? Just say you like it or you don't. Explain the experiences. But he's talking about all kind of stuff, or you have to go here, or they'll take him in. Like, man. Like, no, he doesn't. But he's got his niche. Um, when he was doing what I didn't like about him, and when I stopped watching him, was did you see what he did in Hua Hin? There's like that one artist in Hua Hin that does some graffiti, and the guy and he went and drew over that guy's graffiti. I don't know what the graffiti laws are. I just thought that was disrespectful. And I think he drew in like fresh concrete everywhere and signed his name places and had like what do you call it? One of those um, permanent marker things, and he was drawing on stuff. I said, "Come on, man! Don't. You're in the country. Go do that in England and see what people do to you. Don't do that in somebody else's country.
Yeah.
It's not. It's disrespectful."
I never saw that.
Um,
He is, yeah, he's into himself and not really into meeting people or he could never interview anybody, you know? And that's
right.
what I think a good streamer can, like can talk, hold the camera, but also can interview people, and just
Yeah.
go, "Hi, how you doing?" It's called. It used to be called Vox Populi, Voice of the People, who can talk to everyday people and say, "Oh, what have you been up to today? You been here for long? Is you know, what brought you to be doing this and all shit like that?" Like I don't. That's
Well,
what you want to see.
where
Charlie. Unfortunately, Charlie doesn't really have that in terms of he can kind of do that, but like he can't go any
where
further than
where where I used to like following a dead horse at first is like I like to ride motorbikes. I like to ride scooters in Thailand and stuff. Where he's been on a scooter, like when he goes out on a ride, he goes to places, and I was like, yeah, there you go, good. But what he does when he's there is like, come on, man, be a little bit more respectful. But whatever, it's
Oh, you
and then
mean
I think
you're talking about your man. Yeah.
yeah, but like I used to like him because he used to ride. He just ran a scooter and just I'm going to Phuket from like Bangkok, and he did it. Like, all these people are like, oh, I can't do this. I can't. He just gets on and he gets on with it. I used to like him for that, but when he started defacing things and his general attitude, it's like, come on, man, you don't need to be like that. And he seems like he's playing a part. He's not. Maybe he's not really like that in real life, but I mean, I just don't enjoy watching when he's like that. So I don't watch anymore.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are you guys
Tazi, what do you?
into old? Are you guys into old cars by chance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because I went to a steeplechase yesterday. Obviously, steeplechase is horses, but I was there and I found pictures of. Well, I found cars. I shouldn't say found pictures.
You found horse
I took
pornography.
pictures of really, really old cars that were brought there, including, and I'm bringing the thing up. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. 1924. Well, hold on. I'm going to go from let's see. I have to look at see if I can fit. 1924, something called Willie's Night. 1924 Willie's Night, which I guess it looks like the old Model T, but this car was actually from 1924.
I'm not so good with American cars, to be fair, but
yeah,
Willys is a brand.
yeah. I've never even heard it before. Willys. It's called
you should have.
Willys.
You should.
I've never heard.
You know
of
the Jeep. Do you know the Jeep? What's it called? Wrangler.
Yeah. Oh, the Jeep Wrangler is. Yeah, that's a common.
Okay, right. But if you look up Google Willys Jeep, that's like where the Wrangler started. It's like what Willys supplied for like the Second World War. That 4x4. It looks like a small Wrangler, like a mini Wrangler. That's where that came, and because also the Jeep, the Wrangler, I think it has 7 slots on the radiator or the radiator cowl. I think it's 7. And all Jeeps after that have 7 slots, and it goes back to the original Willys Jeep that had 7 slots.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Just I don't know much about American cars, so like what Willys did other than the Jeep. I know that they supplied the U.S. Army.
Another car that I took a picture of it's called I've never heard of this. A Riley. Let me see if I find Riley 1948 Riley RMA. Damn, I have the picture. I can't describe.
Riley is an English car, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely an English car. It's not American. It was like a Riley car. Something called an MG 1952 MG TD.
MG is English.
MGTD 1952.
MGTD, that's like a little roadster. It's got like flared fenders. MGTD, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 2-seater little convertible roadster type thing.
Yes. I'm looking at the picture here. Yeah. There's no back seat. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, so
it was probably green. And it was probably green.
It was actually, well, I think it was red.
Okay, red. So
it actually, I would say red. It was more like burgundy, kind of like a deep red.
Cool.
Let's see what we got.
Chris, would you rather be living where you are now or back in Europe?
Oh, good question.
Also, Sean might not actually know where you're living.
I have to ask myself that question. Would I rather be in Europe or in Australia?
Yeah. There's pros and cons to every place, but where I'm at now is where I grew up. So I've got like my best friend is here from school. We've known each other for over 30 years. I don't have any family here, but his family is my family. I'm part of the family basically. Um, and Europe was good. I just, for the lifestyle that I lead now, um, I would say I would just go back to Europe. Like I had, I had a tough year last year. I'm having a tough year this year. My goal at one
Right.
point was to be, well, no, look, you got to go through it, and I'm not doing terrible, but it could be better, and I'm trying to improve everything, and it's slowly improving. So, but my ideal would have been to spend like most of the winter in Thailand, spend the summer in Europe, like 3.5 months, three and a half months, 3.5 months, and break it down that way. That would have been my ideal. But now how things are in the world, it's like, yeah, shit, you got to pick one place because people are going to start dropping bombs and then you can't go anywhere. You know? And this is back when flights were, I mean, flights are what they are now because of the situation, but they weren't cheaper before that, really.
Yeah.
But when I had the idea like 2016, 17, 18, yeah, it was easy to get around the whole world. You just book a flight, not really short notice, but if you planned a little bit, you got very attractive prices well, compared to today. I mean, God, but it wasn't that difficult to organize. It's not that difficult now. It's just more expensive. And yeah, that would have been my ideal because I love Europe in the summer. It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
absolutely spectacular. So, yeah, but it's not the case right now. But when I'm through with my things here and things look up, which they are looking up, yeah, I'm going to go back to Thailand for probably another 3 months, and then seriously consider cashing in, um, and just
Cashing in as in staying there, like
yep,
just
yep,
retiring there,
cash,
and just
yep,
having to
cashing in.
do the what is it,
Would
the
you
every
really?
3 month check-in.
Would you really live all year in Europe? In Thailand, or
Probably not.
no? I wouldn't.
I I would probably out of 12 months, I would say probably 9 in Thailand. That's the way I
Wow,
would do it. Look, I
that's
feel
serious.
comfortable
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's pretty
The- the-
serious. 9 months. Wow.
I feel comfortable there. Look, I can't speak Thai worth a lick. I mean, what I know is like I can do the numbers. I know numbers very well. I can order food. I can talk to the gas station attendant. What else can I do? Um, Basic bar talk that everybody can do. Um, yeah. Look, I feel comfortable there. I feel safe, and I feel like although they have CCTV everywhere, right? I just feel like you're not really nannied that much as compared to other countries, right? So you go to a national park and there's like a waterfall. There's no barrier. You can climb the little rocks and take a nice picture. You do that in Europe. Oh, you can't pass this point. There's safety. Yeah, okay. If you go there and you break your leg and you're like 10 miles from the next hospital, yeah, you have a problem. But and you read things all the time of people getting injured and stuff. But you have that freedom to decide. Not that I climb waterfalls or anything, but like it's I don't know. It's it's also a way of life that I remember when I was growing up. I'm not saying I live in a very dangerous. Well, it can be dangerous around here, but back when I was growing up, you could go anywhere pretty much you wanted within reason. You can't do that now. And in Thailand, you can go pretty much everywhere, and people, you're just there. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. I just feel a little bit more free. The only thing is, in like now, like May, June, July, it's incredibly hot. I mean,
Oh, hot.
it's no joke.
Yes,
I, I, I,
I agree.
but I'm the type of person like I try to adapt to the heat as best I can, which being a whitey is difficult anywhere. But like even my AC, like I don't put it below 25, 24 degrees. You know, I have a friend from New York, right? He's like, oh, come, I got a new whatever condo from the last time you were here, and I want to show you. So I was like, yeah, I'll come to your condo. Then he wanted some help with his internet or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. He's got that shit at like low. It's like 18 degrees, like you can hang meat in his condo. I'm like, dude, you're never gonna adapt to the. I personally don't think you can adapt to the heat like that, and it's not good for your metabolism or your circulation
he's
and all
keeping
that
it too
stuff.
low for you.
Yeah, yeah. You had that.
Oh.
You could hang meat. You could hang meat in there.
Yeah. So I think I would enjoy his company of keeping it too low.
But Taizee, you go there for a month or 3 weeks, but if you live there day to day, you will adapt. To say adapt.
Yes. Oh,
You'd get better. You'd get better at it. Look, even the Thais say that it's hot. Look, even the Thais will say, "Lon Mak, it's very hot." Like right now, they'll tell you like the earth is burning, right? So, but you know, they don't. I sweat a lot, so I normally take like 3 showers a day or whatever. Just change my shirts, change my clothes, at least 2 showers a day. So
yeah,
but
I remember,
that's just me.
Yeah, when I was there, I absolutely took 2 showers a day.
And I'd like to learn the Thai language better. And I think it would improve my experience in terms of travel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alone. Okay, you got Google Translate now on your phone. If you got a signal, you can communicate, like, no problem.
Yeah,
But
and it wasn't that many years ago that you couldn't do that. Like 2017, you just could not do that.
Yeah. So where would you want to stay, Sean? What would be your idea?
Well,
Don't say Central
yeah.
Mall.
So,
Don't say Central Mall where I'm going to be.
so most of the year in Ireland. Can you say that again, Taizee? Because I wasn't listening.
I was just saying, like, yeah, like he's asking where in Thailand would you want to be? Don't say Central Mall where I rotate from floor 1 where they have the sneaker sales, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, floor 5 where they have a Sizzler. Oh no, well, Sizzler might be floor 6.
Yeah. And the rest of the year in Australia, Vietnam, or Thailand. So the winter I'd like to split between either Thailand or Vietnam. That's what I'm umming and ahhing about. And Australia. So
Yeah, I've only been to Vietnam once, and I should go and check it out some more. Internet Monsters vlogs from there kind of made me want to go and see Ha Long Bay and check out a couple places.
he was there so briefly. He doesn't. He was there so briefly. He liked
did a lot.
Hanoi. He liked
He did a
Hanoi
lot.
over Saigon.
Right.
Yeah. But he did more in Hanoi, from what he says about his travels. Saigon's a buzz.
When I was there like 4 or 5 months ago, I could have sworn there was a guy that talked exactly like he did. I thought he was in the room next to me in D Hotel because in this room in D Hotel there was no sound absorption between the rooms. It sounded almost exactly like Internet
Where
Monster.
was that?
Yeah, in D Hotel. It was the first place I stayed in like, wow, that guy's. I could hear him from the other room. I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
that was
that
in.
sounds exactly like Internet Monster. Obviously, I knew it wasn't, but the guy was American. I could tell from his accent he was American, like right around where me and Internet Monster live.
So he's from Jersey.
Yeah,
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 Jersey.
Jersey. Well, Jersey, not Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah,
Jersey.
yeah.
Jersey. He's from
I'd
Jersey.
just beware if somebody around me says Schmeckelhead, then I know Internet's monsters there.
Yeah, he says that like he's a Jew. He's not a Jew. He's a Roman Catholic. Yeah, Jersey. Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually, the accent has less to do with the religion than anything else.
Yeah, he says Schmeckleheads every time, Chris. He says it every time, and I go, oh. Schmeckleheads.
Yep.
He's very funny. He is very funny. I'll give him that. Yeah. But he does really brief. The only criticism I'd have that's legitimate of Internet Monster is that his trips are so brief that it's almost impossible to gather the context and appreciate the whole context that you're in. You know, like, because he's here, there, he goes Singapore, Malaysia, Hanoi. You know, like it's all charted on the map, and he doesn't get the chance to sort of soak up the atmosphere, which is one of the best things about travel. Is like you go and experience the culture of the place, and yeah, you can get it in a few days, but it's better if you do it a bit longer.
Well,
It's funny.
not everybody can take 3 months off. Not everybody.
No, he can't. No,
you know what I mean.
sounds like he's got. He's very busy with work.
I have to go see. I think one of the kids just came home. I think my wife just picked them up, but I wanna just go check out. I thought he was coming home like 3 hours from now, not 3 hours from right now. But go ahead, continue your conversation. I was gonna
All
go
right.
check out the driveway, which I think they just came home. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, take your time.
Did you ask Tyzee about his Harry Potter wand?
Oh, Harry Potter wand. I'll show you that when I get back.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. When the Harry Potter one comes out, the game's over. Like it puts him to sleep. Literally puts everyone to sleep, but it puts him to sleep in particular.
I'm just busting his chops. Everybody collects stuff. So, well, a lot of people collect things. So I used to. I used to collect. I don't have it. They're in storage. Like car models, in 1:18 scale. I think I've got like 30 of them or 40 of them. Yeah, yeah.
Model
Nice.
cars, were they? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
I have like all the
Yeah,
Ferraris, all in red,
I
and
wish
all
I
that
had
stuff.
I wish I had a train set, like a train model train set on a whole tennis table. The
Yep.
set went round with all the mountains and everything. I wished I had that.
My my
Did it
uncle.
happen? No. Why? Because my parents are pricks.
Well, my uncle. I don't have that. Well, he's passed away, but I remember when I was younger, went into his basement, and he had been collecting model trains since he was, I don't know, before his teens. And he had like a whole room in the basement, like you said. Basically, I don't know if it was a table tennis table, but something of that size with like all the little trees and the thing and the
Yeah.
control area and everything in miniature and little lights and stuff like that. But he'd been collecting like, over half of his life. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was his hobby. I guess
Yeah.
people get, you know, I guess it's calming to do something and concentrate on something like that. For
People
some
don't
people,
exactly.
yeah,
People don't understand what life was like in the 80s and the 70s and the 90s. Not so much the 90s, but in the 70s and 80s, like you got these sets, and it was, and you know how they talk now about what's it called? It's meditation, but they call it mindfulness.
no. What do you mean?
In the 80s, mindfulness is a psychology technique
Okay.
where you just basically still your mind. But that shit happened already, a long time ago. It's just that, do you remember when you were waiting outside the school to be picked up,
Yep.
and, and it took like an hour? You had to practice mindfulness.
Oh man, I I don't think I ever had to wait that long. I used to worry if I had to wait more than like 15 minutes because you don't know if it's like traffic, accident, whatever. Most of
Yeah,
the time, there's like this big pickup area, like
yeah,
sort of like a loop thing, and yeah, generally like 10, 15 minutes or whatever after school got out or whatever. But yeah,
yeah.
I think no, but I think mindfulness. Trying to think. I guess back in the day when I used to go fishing, when people used to go on the boat or whatever, we used to go fishing and stuff. I guess that's relaxing too.
That's mindful.
Um,
That is mindfulness.
but unless you have like, unless
And
unless
when you're playing music, that's
yeah, that's
mindfulness.
true.
That's why
That's true. That's
Ty
true.
Z should take up an instrument. His wife has got a Martin guitar. They're a great guitar.
Um, we did
He
have
did. He did say he used to play the bass, so they could
we
form
used to
a.
play we used to play the bass. Okay. Uh, what did we learn in school? We used to play. I don't know what age, but we used to play. Was it the glockenspiel, like the little thing where you?
Yeah, the
It wasn't even
Glockens.
like a real,
Yeah,
not a real one, but like one of the mini ones where you learn like the notes and then they show you how to play a song or whatever, like Jingle Bells or whatever it is, right?
I've got a
Or
Glock. I've got a Glockenspiel. I have a Glockenspiel.
yeah, so it's like Mary Had a Little Lamb, stuff like that. I remember. I don't think they teach music in school now, do they? Like just basics, rudimentary music, like how to read. Like, they taught us how to read music and stuff. Just the basics. I know it's much more complicated than what we learned, but I don't even know if they teach. I don't have kids, so I don't know if they still teach music in school. I think it's part of life people should know, at least a little bit, at least rudimentary.
It is.
Like
Yeah,
yeah,
should learn. Music's really very powerful, as Kelly would say. It's very powerful, and even Donald Trump would say that music is very powerful. It's very
well,
powerful.
maybe Donald Trump should compose a song for Iran,
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know.
I ran so far away, and I ran so far away. You wouldn't have heard that song, Flock of Seagulls. Like, Flock of Seagulls
Yeah,
sung that song.
I think our look, if you just based on where and how I grew up, My my music preference is probably totally different from yours, but I'm sure you would know a lot of things that I like that are older, like Motown type of music, things like that. I don't know rock that well. Like I'll hear a song, and if it's popular, and I'm not talking Hotel California, but like if maybe you played that song, maybe I've heard it before. Like I'll remember if I've heard something before, but just by
Okay.
you mentioning
Well,
it, probably not.
yeah. So we can play music. Music is good. I,
Yeah.
uh,
Music is powerful, 100%. I
it
used to
is.
be very, very heavy into.
That's I
Okay,
ran by Flock of Seagulls.
yeah,
Yeah.
I used
Oh,
to be
sorry.
a
What were you
lot.
saying? You used
I
to.
used to be heavily into Caribbean music. I grew up in a Caribbean neighborhood, like with Haitians and Jamaicans and Trinidadians and um, Bajans, people from Barbados, people from Bermuda, like in Florida. So yeah, I was exposed to that and kind of stuck on me. I don't really listen to all of the new stuff anymore, but yeah, but a lot of that is influenced by American music, the old R&B and stuff. Like if you see how the music, uh, basically what happened is people who lived on the islands before they used to come to Florida and other parts of America, sort of like how Mexicans came, like to pick crops, right? In Florida, they used to go pick oranges and grapefruits and limes and stuff. It was seasonal work, and then they would take the records back to Jamaica and all the islands, and that's how reggae got influenced because the music sort of changed in America, but the people from the islands, or at least in Jamaica, basically, they still wanted that older style music, so they
Mm.
started making it on their own, and that's how like rocksteady and reggae sort of started. Because before they only had, well, not they didn't really have, but they had like before reggae there was like ska. Before ska there was Minto. Before Minto, or with Minto there was like calypso, which was all around the Caribbean, but pretty much originated sort of like in the Trinidad area. But yeah, no, it's yeah, I was involved with that and went to concerts and watch people perform. I was actually invited to a concert not too long ago, and I was like, no, I don't want to go. That guy's getting kind of old. Um, and the ticket prices were insane. I was like, no, 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 y'all go. I'm not paying those prices. I remember when you used to be able to go see somebody for like $30. And it's not like that anymore.
Put your hands together for the Bomber!
There you go.
Is that kind of calypso or?
Well, yeah, you have okay, Calypso. You have but that sounded more like a little bit more ska influenced. But yeah, something like that. That's older. But like, isn't like the Clash? Isn't there a band called the Clash? They're a little
Yeah.
bit influenced by ska. A little bit. It's not
Yeah.
totally,
Yeah.
but a lot of it is. It's very good.
Yeah. I no, I like finding new music, so that's why I'm looking it up.
But you can. There's a lot of stuff that was like you had like what the Windrush, and then you had also in the UK you had um, artists that like Alton Ellis. Well, Alton Ellis was basically like the start of like the rocksteady type of thing.
Winston Peters, the gypsy with Little Black Boy.
I guess I'll send you a link on Alton Ellis.
Jesus, this guy's got more swagger than James Dean. in the clip.
But Alton Ellis, I think he got big in Jamaica, but he lived, and I think he passed away in England. He lived in England for a long time.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley, great artist, but I like his early stuff. Like, you have that song "Please Don't Rock My Boat." Like the original cut of that is so much better than, for me, just for my taste. Than hang on, let me see if I can find the original cut of, because it's on YouTube somewhere. Is that Toots and the Maytals? That's what it sounds like.
You're not.
I don't think Tisley will get. I don't think there'll be any music strike for this.
Never learn how to write, he never study about that. All he studied was his sneakers and clothes. He learned how to dress and he learned how to pose. He can't get no work, he can't get no job. He decide to steal and he decide to rob. But little black boy couldn't last long at all. The police put a bullet through his donkey head's skull. Little black boy, go to school and learn. Little black boy,
probably get strike.
It's really good. It's really good bass.
I wouldn't play the. I just sent you the link for your personal. If you want to have a listen to that, I wouldn't put it on because it's Bob Marley. It'll probably strike you.
Oh yeah. No, I only playing this. I wouldn't put anything on that I thought would get
No
copyrighted.
worries. I'm just telling you what it is, so you don't.
Yeah.
But have a listen later if you have time and you want to have a listen. So. And then you had, like, basically from there, when reggae and stuff started, like, the people would bring back their records, and then people would have, and stuff wouldn't be played on the radio like that. It'd be different what they would play on the radio. And then the music that they started making, the reggae, wasn't being played on the radio. So people would play it at, like, it's where dancehall comes from. So basically somebody would organize a party, have like a PA system, and people would sell drinks and food and stuff like that, and you'd go to a dance hall. But I mean, it's open air, right? But it's a dance hall, that's what they used to call it. And then you had the rivalry between. That's how things started. You had the rivalry between the people who promoted the dance halls. So you had people who had a PA system, and then they were called something like whatever. You have people called Stone Love or Bass Odyssey, and they started to grow. And what happened?
To get you off the street and off poverty, little black boy, go to school and learn, little black boy.
Who is that?
Little black boy, education is the key to get you off the street and all poverty.
No, it's not him. Who is that?
It's really good music. It's very good.
Who is that? Who is that?
It's a song
name?
by Gypsy.
Okay.
By MRS Records, and it's called Little Black Boy.
Okay.
But it's about, but the song is about empowering little black boys to, get out of the shit. Yeah. So just context. It's not a racial thing. It's about it's of empowerment. Yeah.
Anyway, so these people had these PA systems, sound systems, and then they would have a meeting with the sound systems, like who could play better. And that started the whole culture. And that's the culture that I sort of got into for a while. Yeah, it was good. And also when I was in Europe, I followed for the first 7-8 years I was there. I followed because I had basically no friends or anything. So I was like, shit, do they have reggae here? And I looked on the internet. Oh, it's a reggae party. And then there's a whole subculture there of reggae and dancehall. So I was in that for a couple of years, and then I didn't have time for it anymore. But yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to everything. I listen to everything. But primarily stuff from the Caribbean.
Caribbean is very positive music. That's a really positive song.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. You know they have, the Jamaican accent is similar to an Irish accent. Did
Correct.
you know? You
Correct.
knew that already.
Well, the reason for that is there was a lot of Irish that went to Jamaica and that were also teachers in school. And the combination of that combined with the, like, speaking out the English combined with, there's a lot of, like, the Jamaican patois, there's a lot of African words, root word. That you can see that there's a root of an African word in there somehow. I actually had to look, like, how did patois come about? So one of the reasons is the teachers that they had for English in school, which were predominantly Irish, apparently, and then also combine that with the African roots that they had. So they combined certain things together to make a word that you don't really have,
Oh,
or
sorry,
you
guys.
wouldn't really use. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. My wife just got one of the kids from the airport, so I was kind of stuck downstairs. I apologize.
No worries. So where's the wand, dude?
Oh, the Harry Potter one? Ah, I don't know if I want to bring that out. It's a great wand. I do like the wand. I'll show
I
it.
like that movie.
It actually takes a little bit to actually load it up and fire it off. I'll show you the wand. All right, let me so here's the actual wand that I got.
Yeah.
And it does have the ability to fire off fireballs. But it's tricky. Like, firing the fireballs it's not easy.
A fireball?
Yeah.
Is that even legal?
I guess it depends on the country you're from. But yeah, I could actually I could load this and fire it off.
Speaking of firing it off, I've got to go for a piss.
Yeah, I would say absolutely fire it off. And I apologize. The last 10 minutes, I was downstairs talking to my wife, who picked up one of the kids at the airport. I thought the flight changed, so I thought that he wouldn't actually be coming in until like 10 o'clock p.m. But he wound up coming in early. So I don't know. I could try loading this.
Up to
This
you.
little thing
I was
up.
just messing with you, man.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. And I could load it up. I could try shooting it off, but it's hard. It's really, really tricky. I've done this about 20 times, so I kind of know how much ammunition to put into it, but it is a little bit difficult. Damn it.
So when you go in January, February, How long
Yeah.
you plan on staying?
I want to stay for. I think the maximum stay will be 30 days. So
Okay.
I want to stay. I want to stay 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
did.
wow.
That's what I did last time. Actually, I think I stayed. I must have stayed like 31 days because when I was at the airport. Oh, actually, I had to at 7-Eleven. I actually had to get an extension.
Okay.
So I think I stayed like 30, 31. Okay, here we go. Let me check here. Yes, here it is. Here we have the Harry Potter wand, official Harry Potter wand, and it'll smoke at the end of the wand. Are you ready, Sean?
You got to put it up higher because the green screen thingy. You got to put it so it's not in front of the what do
Okay.
you call it?
I
The
so I
pyramid,
should put
because you
up.
can't see the
I
tip.
actually should put up in front of me.
Yeah, just don't kill yourself, please.
There we go. I'm gonna wait 10 seconds because I think if I put it here, then we're good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I think we're good right here. All right.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay. Wow, I didn't expect that. That looked kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it was a little bit more dangerous. Luckily, my eyebrows still stayed intact.
Sorry, I missed it. Can you do it again?
Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Damn, I do have to write down because this actually takes a
You know,
special
like
type of
that could be what I just said could be taken the wrong way. Sorry. So you're waving around your wand, and what happened?
Yeah, I waved around the wand and I'm like, oh yeah, I could try to do it from here. It
You look,
actually takes a bunch to. I bought the wand. I bought the wand like a month ago, and it finally came in. Now, loading the wand with paper, that actually takes a bit of skill.
and you just said love. I missed it. Sorry, I was.
I'm gonna try to do it again. Like half the time I load it with paper,
I
with
was in the
special
toilet.
paper, it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't even work. But this time I did it like a minute ago, 2 minutes ago. It actually worked.
Is it really a very long extended cigarette lighter? Is that what it is, or like
Oh, I don't know. I don't know because
the
I don't.
wand? Is it a
I don't know.
cigarette
I don't smoke cigarettes, but I can
or
say
cigar? I'm not, like I'm not being specific to cigarettes. It could be cigars,
yeah. I don't know.
candles.
Hmm. Yeah.
Egypt's looking great tonight.
Especially at the Pizza Hut that they have, which overlooks Egypt.
That's very romantic.
All right. I think I got it. I think I got it fine enough. You actually have to put this in fine enough where it'll work. Okay. I think I got it far enough in, which is probably not a great thing to say.
No, it's all coming off bad. But I've.
So, I could see this. Here is the official Harry Potter wand.
It's harder than rolling a joint. That's what that is.
Yes, they say it's very, very tight. Here we go. Wah!
Wow.
See it?
Kind of like it looked like.
Oh, damn! You didn't even see it. All right.
I did see it. You're going to do it again?
No, I can't do it again. I'm using all the paper. I've already used half the paper I got. Now I have to order more.
It just went in a flash. You didn't really.
That's exactly what the spell is. It goes in a flash.
But Ty C, it doesn't work. I wanted you to send me to Thailand. It didn't work. I'm still here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to cast a spell.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously if it worked. When I showed my wife, I wound up still being here.
So is that the one's fault? It is the one's fault. Yeah.
No, we just can't. I can't send the guy. I think it just.
Ask for a refund on the one. Just say it didn't do what it promised.
I think it's.
I'm sure they've never heard that before.
It is pretty cool wand, though. This is it's a wand. You have to actually. It has a little thing here. You have to charge it up. It's a USB port. It's a USB. You charge it up, and once you put the paper in, the challenging part is putting the paper in the right way. You put it in the right way, you could cast a spell, and you could actually send it from the wand somewhere in the room. It'll move it at the right exact time. That's really a tricky part. But yeah, it's a good wand.
Yeah.
You get it there.
Worth hanging on
It
to.
acts as, say again?
Worth hanging on to. You've got a special place to place it in the house or
Well, in my room. Yeah.
in your
It's
room?
No,
Okay.
no one's gonna take it.
Do you have a bookshelf in your room?
Yes, actually I do. But it has nothing to do with the Harry Potter wand. It was it's a bookshelf for the most important books while I was going to complete my degree.
In astrophysics, physics,
No, electrical engineering.
electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering.
Did you finish it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and all the books.
And a postgraduate degree.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I did education postgraduate. Now I couldn't teach a monkey. I couldn't teach a monkey how to eat a banana. That's where my degree got me. Yeah. It's tough chore. Chris has gone off. What's his story?
I'm just listening.
Yeah.
No, I think you meant
I'm-
I think you meant SOS Chris. Not
Oh, sorry.
not you. Yeah.
No. I meant
What?
MF Chris.
Yeah. No.
Is SOS Chris in the chat?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Or he was.
All right. I didn't see it.
As Chris has been the one posting it. That's why I wanted to correct you.
Sorry, I haven't been following the chat. I'll get on the chat.
I was about to say, and I ran. He said,
SOS Chris. Okay.
And
Hi, SOS Chris.
I ran so far away.
I ran so far away.
I recognize the song now.
Couldn't get away.
Great track from the film The Business Flock of Eagles. Yeah. Flock of Seagulls. Yeah. And I ran. SOS Chris, hop on the panel. Come join the panel. Sorry, I went for a slash and yeah. Shawaddy waddy, yeah, shawaddy waddy. Did you look that up, Chris? MF Chris?
Yeah, I did. I've got it saved for later. Thanks for the spelling.
Uh,
All right.
Internet
we,
monsters make a
What do you
great
think we
camp.
should do?
National Lampoon's Vacations. Yeah, he's funny guy. He's a funny guy. Huh? Funny guy, as they'd say in Ireland. Funny.
It is 8:14 p.m. Eastern time here. Should we call it a night? Should we
4:14.
for another 10 minutes? What do you guys want to do?
Up to you.
I've invested in another half an hour. I'm waiting for the stocks to rise on the. Did you hear? Yeah, the stock market. Do you follow the stock markets, Tozy?
Yes, I follow it because I want to cry every day, which is usually what happens.
Is it going bad at the moment with the oil stuff, or?
Well, for me, it's been going bad for years. But is it going bad at the moment? I don't know the answer to that. I guess it depends on what you're invested in. But I would not be a big fan of investing in any kind of stock market at this moment because of, well, there's reasons I wouldn't think it's a good day to invest in a global market.
Mm. No, it's not. No.
Okay.
I was looking. Ireland owns. There's a company in Ireland that owns a company in England, and they joined up, but they own most of the company. That company took over. It's a gambling company, and it took over the biggest market in America in gambling.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
And then
that?
I was looking them up because, and then they took over because, you think gambling firms, they never lose money. And then they took over the market in India, but then India brought in a rule that there's no money that could be exchanged on the internet in India. So it's really fucked up the whole company. And they've lost 70% of their share price. And I looked that up because I was thinking, like, if ever you were to buy a stock, it would be in something that's assured.
Yeah, so I think this is actually a very, very complicated question. So you're saying that there was a company that took over a company in India, but after they took over the company in India, which obviously wasn't resolved through financial transactions, this company in India proved that they weren't worth what they were being bought for. That's what I'm thinking.
So it's called Flutter Entertainment. Flutter Entertainment. And they owned.
Yeah,
Flutter Entertainment.
I think maybe at some point we could kind of go back and look at
They
this.
took over America, like the gambling, the online gambling in America. They took over a massive amount of the market share in America.
Okay, maybe
And
maybe we could kind of look over the. I don't know. Tonight's probably not the best night to do that though.
all right, have you been gambling?
Yeah, I told you. I think I told you guys a couple of days ago. I just signed up for We can't do Polymarket in the U.S., but we can do Kalshi. Kalshi is the other pretty famous betting market. And I did see there was a sports game going on where the Philadelphia 76ers were up like 16 to 6. 16 to 6 against the New York Knicks, who are a better team. And I'm like, why are the Sixers a 2-1 favorite? So 66% chance that the Sixers are going to win against that. So I actually bet against it. I bet against my own home team, and I'm like, okay, let me put the minimum bet against this because I have no idea why
Right.
in a basketball game, you're up by like almost 10 points, but at the very beginning of the game against a better team, better seed. So I did that and I wound up winning like 3-1. I think it sent it to my email. So Kalshi, Kalshi market settled. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I have to check, but yeah, it was like a 3-1 thing. It was the first time I bet on Kalshi. I don't even care about winning. I'm more interested in knowing if the bets I make would win.
Yeah.
I don't even care about winning. I don't care if I win $1 or not.
It's hard not to get carried away by it, like.
Yeah, I don't care. But
MF Chris, have you ever been a gambling man? Or...
Well, I think my parents taught me not to, but my parents used to like to gamble. My dad used to love to play roulette. Used to love to play roulette, and my mother used to love to play blackjack. I've played blackjack, I think, probably a handful of times in my life at a casino. Yeah, it's okay. Not any high stakes or anything like that. And I've played poker with friends before, but I never did that regularly either. I have some friends, they're degenerate gamblers, they'll play, I don't know, I guess, what do you call it? They'll bet on 2 cockroaches in a race if it came down to it. But yeah, I mean, I did try, I think it was 2 years ago, my best friend and I, there's a betting house here that you can bet on American football. And yeah, we did a couple parlays and we bet together. And we did all right. Didn't really win much at all, to be fair, but it was fun. But it just, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't dabble. I just enjoy watching Kelly Corval dabble.
Like what Internet Monster likes to gamble every once in a while, and I guess it could be like that. I mean, it's not like he's there every day, or bet on something or whatever. But I know also in at least when I was in Europe, and also people that I knew from the UK, they like to gamble on sports a lot, like football, like European football, or not European football, but the real football. Let's put it that way. It's the real football.
Yeah.
But okay, I don't. No. Apart from the one season where I think we bet maybe how many weeks? A 16-week season. We bet 17-week season. Sorry, we bet probably like 5 weeks of the 17-week season. So maybe a third of it. And I bet with one guy here on the internet with regards to the Super Bowl. But that's like a long-running gag joke. He knows me from when I was living in Thailand. So, well, we bet on the Super Bowl every year, and I've won 3 years in a row. So he owes me 3 dinners. We only bet like a nice evening meal. That's all we bet. And it doesn't matter if it comes from a street cart or if it's a nice restaurant or whatever. If our paths cross in Thailand, he owes me 3 dinners. So far.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Yeah. No, it's an evil thing in my book.
Look, it can be fun, but you're right. I know of two people. Well, one, when I was living in Europe, there was a family living in the whatever, what do you call it? The house that I lived in. There's like apartments on every floor. So on one floor was a family of four, like mother, husband, and two daughters. And the husband, he worked hard, and so did she, but he had a gambling problem. They never had money. It, you know, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And then who's the other person? Oh yeah, we had friends from Canada, and same. The wife of the couple, she played baccarat, and she was addicted to gambling. She was addicted. So, yeah, it's terrible. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be fun. Like if you start thinking that you're going to count on the money that you're going to win, yeah, it becomes a problem. Like if you go there with $100 or whatever it is you're willing to lose, and it's gone, and you were entertained. I think that's okay. That's what my parents told me, but I never really, I saw how they gambled, and it's like, yeah, well, why are you trying? Why are you giving other people? Give it to me. I was like, well, you're taking $100 or $200. Give it to me. I'll do something with it.
Yeah.
My parents kept laughing at me.
Yeah. That's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not good at all. No.
but
Okay.
but
That's good.
but the sense, but my parents maybe like a handful of times a year, they'd gamble. Like you'd go out in this casino, and my parents would just go there for 2 hours and set a limit. If they made some in 2 hours of gambling or 3 hours of gambling, or they didn't. When the money's gone, it's gone, and then you go home or you go wherever, do the next thing.
Yeah. So were you like, was that in America or was that in Europe when that was
Well,
happening?
I've been. My parents was in America, so like Vegas or Atlantic City or like an Indian reservation.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And would they bring the kid? Would they bring you into the casino as well? Or
When I was old enough, yeah.
all right.
Like I've always been pretty. I had a growth spurt. How old was I? Probably like 13. I had a big growth spurt. I was then all of a sudden like from 13 to 14, I was like taller than my dad.
Yeah.
So, and I was always okay. Yeah, I looked young, but I'm a big boy. So, yeah, I wasn't. Look, my parents always. I never went through the center of the casino. You know what I mean? You have like the tables where you could walk on the pathway and you could see the tables. So my parents always, were paying on the edge of whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the edge of it. So yeah. But most of the time when they were gambling, I went to like the arcade. They give me like $10 to get quarters, and I went to the arcade of the hotel or the place where the casino was. They always had like a children's area. But when I'd finished the money, I had to go find them. My $10 are gone.
Hmm.
And then my parents were like, "Yeah, you're not getting any more." I said, "Yeah, but you guys are
80s.
gambling."
Is that 80s parenting? That's 80s parenting, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. No, look, my parents always included me in a lot of things. Okay, uh, but they wouldn't take me to a bar, but they included me and took me everywhere. I always wanted to. I'm a single, an only child, and my parents said, as long as you behave, yeah, you can come with us. You respect the rules and the upbringing that we gave you, and you can, you know, come with us. Like not until like midnight or anything. Like you'd probably go to dinner, and then that would be it. You'd be home by like 9:30, 10 o'clock, maybe the maximum. So when I got older, yeah, okay, who got later, but yeah, my parents included me in a lot of things. And the thing that I always remember from growing up is, regardless, okay, lunchtime I wasn't home because I was at school most of the time, but I remember we would always eat breakfast all together, all three of us, and we'd always eat dinner together, all three of us at the table. No television, maybe some music playing or whatever, radio or something. And we I had my responsibilities for the dinner. My dad had none because if you let him into the kitchen, he'd probably blow it up. But other than that, and my mom taught me how to cook, and I used to like to help her set the table and take off the table and help with the washing up. She showed me how to cut vegetables and help her, stuff like that. Stuff that
Cool.
I don't
Yeah.
think many families, at least the newer families, I don't know. I'm not like that involved, but you don't hear it, that's a thing anymore. And that's things I remember fondly. And then speaking with my parents about school, and my parents would ask questions about how things would go at school and stuff. And the older I got, the more you talk about day-to-day things and how you feel about whatever. So it was good. It's good. Fond memories of that.
That's good. Yeah.
I am
Yeah,
still,
it's
I'm
usually
still here
big.
just listening to the stories.
Sorry, Tazi, what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying I'm still here, just listening to the stories. As was Chris sent a message saying, "Are you still here, Tizy?" I'm like, yeah, I'm still here.
Come on, it's all Chris.
I'll stop talking.
No, don't stop talking.
No, SOS Chris, if you want to come on,
Yeah, he's coming
come
on. Woo, he's a good guy.
I'll drop out.
As they
Don't
say,
confuse anybody.
you should that phrase should be absolutely destroyed in the genre. Anyone claiming they're a good guy.
I got a new
It's just
new
bullshit.
request. Should we invite Ben Newton into the chat?
No.
Okay.
Or is he waiting in the green room? Is
No,
he?
I saw him on another chat earlier this week.
Well,
Maybe.
the reason why I say no is that he's flashed so many times.
I guess flashing isn't so good.
No.
I tried doing it to my wife and she doesn't even like it. So I get banned.
Yeah. I know how you feel. You know, it's Wednesday night. The bins are out.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
The bins are out.
Oh,
Put the bins out.
Notice Chris is coming on.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. How you doing, guys?
Hi, Chris.
Hey,
All right.
well. Thank you for coming on.
So you've been on for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess mostly on. There's been a little bit of off, but that had to do with one of the kids coming home. But yeah.
I like your new branding, Chris.
I think I've used it before.
Really?
Yeah. I was having problems trying to, because I haven't been on StreamYards for a long time and it wouldn't let me show an avatar. So I had to go back to the StreamYards app and then you have to reapply your avatars, whatever. Because on my phone, Sean's showing his avatar, but on my computer, it's not showing. You, Sean, for some reason. That's weird.
Yeah.
On the phone, it's showing, but not on the computer.
Wow.
Anyway, Sean, thanks for making West Ham lose today, you bastard.
Sorry.
It was doing all right until you started. Shush, fucking don't talk, don't talk. 2 minutes later, they scored.
So Tizy and MF Chris, I Yeah, West Ham were playing Arsenal in a very big game, and I sent Chris a message saying it'd be great if West Ham won, and then sure enough, they lost.
All
It
right, so you
was
jinxed them. So you jinxed them.
I jinxed, yeah.
Well,
It
SOS
was a
Chris.
draw. It was a draw. It was 0-0 at the time.
Yeah, but
But I
well,
was
if you could
hoping,
come on tomorrow night, Sean, and jinx Tottenham, that'd be much obliged.
okay, I'll do that.
Tottenham. I do know Tottenham.
SOS Chris. I don't follow West Ham United, but if I did have a team to follow in the English Premier League, it would be West Ham United because a good friend of mine that I met in Thailand, he was a staunch West Ham supporter, or was. He sadly passed away, but yeah. So when I was living in Thailand, I kept up with all the scores and stuff. So when they were talking about what happened, I would halfway know what was going on.
Okay, was he a local West Ham
Yep.
fan, or he was? Yeah, so
He
he's
was
like Essex or London, so near like me then, yeah.
no. Well, he's lived in. He's from Canterbury.
Oh, so he's from Kent.
Yeah, he's I don't know if you've ever heard of the Canterbury Tales Cafe in Pattaya. Yeah. Dave, the owner, he passed away this year. But
That
he's
was
the
him,
West
was
Ham
it?
fan.
It was actually him. He
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
He's a West Ham
Right.
fan. When they won the Euro League, I don't remember what year it was, but in the new cafe he had probably
2023. I was there.
Yeah.
I was in Thailand then.
He had, after they won, he had a whole mural made on the one end of the cafe. It's probably like 7.5 foot, and the wall probably 15 foot. A whole mural just for West Ham. It's probably still in there with them holding up the cup and everything. So yeah.
So let me answer. Is he the owner, you say, of Canterbury Towers?
Yeah, well, his wife and him together. Yeah, he passed away this year. So
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they passed away because he moved, didn't he? Because he used to be in Soy Pothole,
correct.
and then he moved over to
Soy Bangkok.
yeah, Soy Bangkok. Yeah, I never met the guy, but yeah. But I was actually in Thailand then when they West Ham won that June 23. That was
awesome. Yeah, it's a shame you didn't get a chance to meet him. Even
you
when
wasn't
he
there then.
No, I wasn't there. I came. I think I was there then in November after they had won, and came in the cafe, and then you looked to the right, and the whole end wall was just all West Ham. The whole thing with life size, like it was like life size on the pitch with them holding up the cup, and he had somebody make it for him. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
He had like it's like a digital print. You know what I mean? Like digital wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's awesome.
I didn't know he passed away.
He had the disease, muscle degenerating disease called myositis. He had that from 2000 and I don't know when it was first diagnosed, but he was already in a wheelchair when I was living in Thailand in 2018.
So there was two partners
then.
I thought there was just one guy that owned Canterbury Towers.
Well, no. It was just him. And then when I was living in Thailand in 2018, his brother was there because he was sick and he couldn't do day to day. Then his brother left, and then I think he had rooms and stuff as well in Soy Chayapun, and he couldn't keep up because he's in a wheelchair. And and then they wanted to increase the rent, which it happens. And then he found the place on Soy Bangkok, which was, he told me, it's far less rent. I forget what he told me, how much less it was. And he really made an effort for the bookshop. And compared to how it was before, it was spectacularly big transformation. And he says he's selling like triple the amount of books that he did before because he had better parking. people
Yeah, I
had
remember
better access,
Nick Dean
and stuff like that.
done a tribute. Well, not a tribute, but he said that he was moving. Whatever. Actually, I think I can remember he might have done. He might have done a tribute on his passing away. So yeah, so I might have remembered that. Yeah,
But what I
because
wanted
Nick
to say
Dean
is,
would have known it. Because like he was just down the road from him, wasn't he? So
right.
Nick Dean,
But
he
what I
knew
wanted to
everyone on the story, like you know.
and what I wanted to say is that you would have really liked him. You would have really liked him.
Yeah, I saw him on the video once. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's very funny, and he was like I don't know, and the characters that used to come into the cafe or into like the little cafe area, regardless if it was Chai Poon or up on Bangkok, you couldn't make it up if you tried. Honestly, I had some really, and I met another guy in there that he also has been living there almost 20 years, and like back in the day, it was like you would go there to like. It was like not you didn't really have Facebook like how it is now, or the internet how it is
Yeah.
now. It was like word of mouth. Oh, have you seen on such and such a show? There's a new restaurant, or oh, I just had a cracking meal at this place, and then they tell
That's
you where
right.
it
Yeah,
is, and then you
it
go
was
check
like
it out. Stuff like that.
inbuilt like Lonely Planet. It was like information centre, isn't it? But,
Right. And then some funny stories about
yeah.
what's happened to certain people, stuff without really taking the piss of them, but like just funny situations and things like that. So
Talking
Dave
of
was a
books,
great guy.
talking of books, Chris, have you ever read the book Private Dancer?
Every time I asked Dave, he didn't have any, and then he used to have a good relationship with the author Stephen Leather.
Yeah, yeah.
But Stephen Leather then started writing the other novels, and I think Stephen Leather came 2 times to the cafe to sign the book. So, but he sort of lost contact with him, and also lost contact to get more books through him or whatever. No, I haven't read it yet. I think I've downloaded it once as PDF. I know that's naughty, but I've never read it. No, but I heard it's
Brilliant book.
brilliant book. Yeah, I
Sean,
bought both of
Sean
Dave's
Tyson,
books.
if you can ever get hold of it, you should read it. It's a really, I mean, it's outdated now, obviously, but it's a really good insight of what it's like to play in the Thai bar scene or whatever, so to speak, sort of thing. Not so much bar scene, but mix with the people that go to bars, people, expats that live there. And the beginning of the story is excellent because it's just good. I can't say no more because I spoiled it. Chris, I know what I mean. No, I suppose you do because you've not read it. But I can never understand why that book's never been made into a film because it would be brilliant. Or like a mini series, like a mini drama series, whatever. It would make a brilliant.
Apparently, that was the book that they were trying to. What's his face? Sorry, Nick Dean was like approached by. Apparently, that was the book that they were trying to make into a film. Supposedly, I don't know. Yeah, and they didn't go through with it yet.
Yeah, well, maybe Stephen Leather's holding on to it to the right day till he gets he's probably been approached, but he probably is not accepted, whatever. But yeah, but a brilliant film. It's a brilliant story.
What's his name? Stephen Stephen
Yeah, that's like your shoe leather, yeah.
Stephen Leather.
Stephen
Private Dancer.
Stephen Levin, is it? Or
no, leather. As your shoe leather, yeah?
Yep.
As your real leather. As your belt leather. Yeah, you can download it as Chris says, but you can download it, but it only gives you an introduction. You can only read the first 10 pages or something like that, and then you have to pay for it.
Wow.
I think I remember on Pattaya Addicts or something, somebody shared a link, a naughty link, where you could download the whole thing. I think that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Or send it to me, via message. I don't remember.
It ain't cheap. I had a copy, but I lent it to someone, But funny enough, I can't complain because someone lent it to me and I never gave it back. And then I lent it to someone, then I never got it back. So I got my just desserts. But you know, it's a brilliant book. It's not cheap to buy. It's not cheap to buy, even on the paper books, about 20 quid, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, about I think it was 17 quid, something like
that. I'm not sure, but as far as I know, or I'm aware, I think only one of Stephen Leather's books has been made to a movie. It's a movie with Jackie Chan in it, where he's like, I forget what it's called, The Guardian or The Protector or something like that.
Yeah, funny. I've never read any other books he wrote, but he wrote loads on Thailand, whatever, and Southeast Asia, obviously, and a little bit in Europe and America. I think he done some crime novels, whatever.
Right.
No, but I never got to read any of his other books. But the way he writes his books is brilliant. You read like 2 or 3 paragraphs and you're there. You're in it. You actually feel like you're actually like you're either watching a movie or actually taking part with it. Like, you know, the descriptions, the way he writes is excellent.
Yeah, he's easy to read. I've read some of his crime stuff, and there's actually, I think I've read like 6 of his books. I think in 2 of them, the main character goes to Thailand to follow up on stuff. And yeah, the way he writes about that is like, yeah, you can definitely tell he's been there, and the way the things that he uses, how to describe it, 100%. But no, I still have to read that book.
Well, basically, I could give you the story of Private Dancer, because you don't know the story at all, Chris.
I think it's about the relationship between the guy and a girl, pretty much.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. But like the guy who is like his name's Peter. He's a young guy from England, and he was like a what do you call it? A holiday journalist. A bit like it sounded. I think it was like meant. He didn't say it, but it was meant to sound like that he worked for like Lonely Planet, whatever. He was a travel journalist. Okay. And he had to travel all around Southeast Asia. Well, I think he was doing like round the world, whatever, and he didn't get his numbers up. And then he got sacked, and then he was sort of posted to Southeast Asia. You know, it was either take it or leave it, whatever. But he took it, and then that's how the story starts, whatever. But the descriptions, the places he describes are real places. They're not fictional places. Like the place where he stayed was the hotel in Soi Pho Nana, Bangkok. What's the name of the hotel? It's still there now. It's opposite like where Hooters is, around there. Well, it's right next door to Nana. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but it actually exists. The places he describes, they actually exist, and that's what makes it more realistic.
Yep.
And there's so many characters, all different characters that Pete, his name was, meets while he's in Bangkok, sort of who he befriends and defriends, whatever. And then he meets this girl called, I forget her name. I think her name was Lek, actually. I'm not sure, but then it just goes from there. But yeah, there's a lot to learn from that book. I mean, it's past tense now, but I wish I read that book probably the first time I went. But I actually say it's the first thing you should do when you get on the plane to Thailand. Read Private Dancer before you land.
Well, I think we all know that my friend from Hua Hin, he says it a lot. He says, people come with the best intentions, come to Thailand, and as soon as they pick up their bag and get out of customs, they lose their minds. They do things in Thailand they would never do in their home country. But hey, that's just the way it is.
And 90% of them forget to pick it up when they leave as well. That's what the saying was. Yeah. When you land in Bangkok, you deposit your brain in a safety box and you collect it when you leave.
I've been guilty of that.
Oh
I've been
yeah,
guilty of it.
every single one of us that's been there, apart from Tizee, of course. We've all been guilty of that.
I do have a new trivia question out. Do you see the trivia question? What is the car's parking spot number? And you have to look at 16 06 6888 and this wherever the car is parked. You have to figure out what that is. And 998 after that, 98. What is the spot that the car is parked at?
What soy is this on?
Yes, that's exactly the right answer. What soy? What soy is this? 16066888. And then the car is parked at a certain spot. You have to figure out mathematically which spot this is parked at.
You see, I've given up. I'm like Kramer in Seinfeld on the masturbation episode. I'm out.
Well, I would say the answer is actually it's not that complicated.
82.
You are incorrect. It is not 82.
Am I close?
Yes, you actually are very, 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 very close.
Then it's 87.
There's the 6 there.
Not 87, huh? Why has it all gone quiet? I heard Sean.
I reckon it's 90.
97.
Halfway between 88 and 98.
Yeah, but why does it go 16, then drop 10, and then gain
Yeah, I
50,
got no
52,
idea.
then it gains
talking
20, and
Yeah.
then the last
I'm
answer
talking-
is a gain of 10. Well, a gain of 10. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Go on in, Tizee. Give us the philosophy of it.
All right. Are you guys ready to give up?
Well,
My
I said
brain is mush.
87, but you never answered.
I didn't answer. Yeah. I just want to make sure everyone's ready to give up before I tell the answer.
What do you reckon, Chris? You ain't giving
Is
an
it,
answer.
I think it's 50. I think it's there's no odd numbers, right? There's no odd numbers ever, so it won't be an odd number.
Right, no, I've got it. It's 92 because it goes from the beginning to the second, and that means minus 10. No, that ain't right. Yeah, it'd be 8. That'd be no, that ain't right. No.
Do you guys want the answer? I can give you the answer. And once I give you the answer, I'm actually not going to give you the answer to the problem. I'm going to give you the answer to how to solve the problem.
Yeah, well, that's good. That'll probably give us the answer if we got any brain.
And you guys do have brains, and it will give you the answer.
It's like asking a drunk to walk along a straight white line.
Here is the answer. Take the picture I gave you and rotate it. I'm not going to say whether you should rotate it counterclockwise or clockwise.
86.
But
96,
I would say rotate it
1996.
by 180 degrees. And maybe the answer might come to you.
Well, didn't SOS Chris get it?
Yeah, I did. 87.
It's
Yes, he did say it.
87.
He actually
I did
say
get it right.
And then he changed his answer.
Well, why didn't you tell him you got
No.
it right?
No, because you didn't answer. I
wanted-
said,
I wanted
to
other
you, is it
people-
87?
I wanted other
And you
people to
never
answer.
answered. You just went quiet.
Yeah.
So I did
went
get
quiet. I didn't want the answer.
it. Yeah, but I got it. Yeah, I can
Yes,
see it now.
absolutely.
88,
Yeah.
86,
Yeah.
87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Very good, yeah.
You just reminded me of something. That's pretty positive, actually. It's you see a problem, you should look at it from many directions
Yes.
before
Absolutely.
That's basically what
And
this
if
is teaching.
If you take this thing, turn it upside down, the answer actually becomes a lot more clear.
Well, that's very good. That's a good trick question, eh? I'm drinking a really cheap beer here from Lidl, and it's pretty good. It's nice.
Is it, what's it called? What's the beer called? Perlenbacher.
That's the one. How did you get that?
Because I've been there, done that.
It's all right, isn't it? It's only 4.6, but it tastes like a 5 plus.
Wow.
It's nice.
Is it £2 a pop? Or...
I think it was £3.69 for 4 cans.
Wow. That's brilliant. Yeah,
Where's it
beer's
brewed?
got more expensive over here.
Cheers. Where's it brewed?
It won't say. It doesn't say on the can.
Okay.
It's
It's
meant
not
to sound
important.
German.
It's not important. Is that important?
All it's got on there
it's-
is
When it's cheap here,
manufactured. All it's got on it. It doesn't say where it's manufactured. I think it comes from Dublin, I think. Yeah, but
No.
that's only where it's
Okay.
I'm not sure. No, it might have been something else. Actually, I can't see. It's too dark.
I gotta get going. I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta go. But there is a good chance I could come on back tomorrow.
Okay.
Why have you got to go?
Yeah, this is part of the Mother's Day thing. Blah, 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 blah.
I see. Yeah, just wear a helmet.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say where it's brewed, but it just says Lidl, Great Britain, Kingston Road, Surbiton, which is just outside London, which is in Surrey. But it doesn't say it's brewed there. It just says that that's the Lidl headquarters that sort of support this sow or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't say where it's brewed.
Yeah.
Does it? Does it even say where it's? Which country? But it's obviously.
I was just curious because a lot of the things you buy from Lidl and Aldi, they buy things from like major manufacturers, and maybe they change the formula just a little bit, but it's like more like prestigious brand, and they just
Yeah, they
it
do.
at
They
the
do
zero.
like
So
St. Moritz, which I've showed like years ago, which is a copy San Miguel. Yeah.
Yep.
This is like a
Something like
copy. This is like a copy. Lurchenbecker. Well, I don't know what it. I think there is something similar to that in Germany, but it's a Pilsner.
cool.
It's a proper Pilsner. But yeah, it's nice.
Well,
at
enjoy.
least
Cheers.
At least it is now for the second can or whatever. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I've had a few strong beers tonight.
Okay, all good. All strong beers. I totally support strong beers.
Yeah, Sean's probably drinking a beer that 2 of mine makes 1 of his. Is that right?
It's 8.6. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'll say no more.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Because
Okay.
well, because I have to go. But
Yeah.
hopefully tomorrow we'll be back on.
Okay.
Thank
Right.
you, Tazi. Thank you, everybody.
Mañana.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Chris, for coming on.
That was short and sweet.
Both of you Chris's.
Yes, the Chris's. Yeah. Mañana, 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 mañana.
Hablana, mañana, hablana.
Yo
What are
soy
you up to
fiesta.
then, Sean? Are you tired? Are you going to bed or what?
I'm still, I've got about half an hour left.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
So can we carry on or does that if Ty Z goes, we stay on. We can stay on, can't we?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, Ty Z, can you quit the stream so we can keep chatting away?
I think you need another stream too.
No, you don't. You just
I can end this one and you guys will be okay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
All right,
Provided
we
me
can
and Sean
try
stay
it.
on. I've got to go to the toilet. I'll be back in
We
2
can
seconds.
try it, but my guess is you need another stream to stay on. But okay, let's try.
You still there?
Yeah, it's still a live stream, Chris, so we better hop off.
You still there?
Yeah, it's still live. Yeah, it's still the live stream, so we better hop off. Yeah.
How do you mean?
Oh, we're still on Ty Z's live stream. It's not private.
On it?
Yeah, no. Okay.
Why has he done that? Why didn't he? Yeah. If he's gone, then we're okay, aren't we?
No, it's still the live stream.
No, I think it's just me and you.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, the clicker's still going. So he left it open. Why didn't he just close it? If he just closed it and we
Yeah.
stayed, we would have been all right. So has he
Yeah.
gone then?
Yeah.
Well, then he's left it open for me and you, then, hasn't
Yeah.
he?
So we can play music.
And flash. Oh, I'm sure he'll come back on there and shut it right off. Oh, fucking hell. How did you get the beer right straight away? I can't believe you got that.